kobo na oman ne mpanimfo no emun eni nipa no mu bi no asobrache ene wono nko a ho tonti yana wobu wona ni gu niam bi so said ye be ya oyo ne beto oman no a wono no ne mfasodua bi owo mu no obenya hwe Ghana na wo ho no ade ba ko a wose boma ye hye ne nso ne se abosonsom ebeto Ghana Christo som ebeto Ghana Islamic som ebeto Ghana enti se wo ye Ghana ni a ade a ewo se ye wo first priority se wo ye oman Ghana ni ba that should be your first priority okay wo second priority ne say aside say wo free Ghana no ye wo ye nchichemu ye wo dagombe ni wo frafrani ye wo mamprusi ni wo awizani ye wo ye friend say asantini wo mfantini ye wo yigweni ye wo ye friend say bubobi ka ho okay ye doso ene ye wo manimu your second priority should be your ethnic group or free mu that should be your second priority and sana aside they say yan ethnic groups na ye free mu no ye be wo ye no ye be pie abusua bi mu a abusua ne de wo ho kodo nsom bi a esom ne bi ye frɛ na bosonsom esom ne bi ye frɛ ne kristosom ena esom ne bi ye frɛ ne nkremosom a saa som we mi yansa ne esom a ye mfa nse age nhini ayo ma Ghana mu so being abosonsomoni being a Muslim or being a Christian should be your last priority. Was a life my Ghana mu. Me can correct actual ne. Okay? Ma you being a Muslim no, and yet the last thing you will think of when it comes to the development of Ghana. When it comes to the improvement of Ghana, you being a Muslim should be the last thing what's about warding. You being a Christian should be the last thing what's about warding. You being a Muslim should be a last thing what's about warding. Because Ghana na ho yeni Ghana fufuro bia wo baby a se koba se oman ne koto oyo nani amane mu a yes say ya niam free first Ghana na yetimu no ne yakosi kan Ghana ma akwatena wo na ene nkomo no aye die no ana aye bedie no eye asemo a ekoso wo Wesley Girls that is Methodist school a ekoso ewo Ghana Muslims bia ko wura school ni mu a wo mo say they will not accept the fact say the school belongs to the mission your friends say the missionaries so the rules and the regulations of the school no mustn't go, it shouldn't be go against them their religious constitution and I said their religious practice na wo mudi actually na me sankofana won I will always be truthful and honest to my people. Omu nim said the nkremosom ne tie no. And when it comes to things like this, they want to talk as if say Islam somo no de ye ma ne kwan wo bibia wo hia ho. Obi a wo be hunu say all kan sa asem no in that way bia ne nim nkremosom no. Onim se de sitie. Onim ne botaya wo de na mu wiase. But ye no mo nkremosom no ye di akire na ye gusu di akire ye sua ho ade ne ye gusu su ho esua ho ade na ye nem nkremosom no ne botaya wo de na mu wiase ene okopie wo man bi mu ade obetumi aye ne de wontumi nye no ya na ye bo ye ho modin bia se ye besi niam bi ho kwan e wo nia ekoso anase pese koso wo my Ghana mu. Me bebo some audio subi di akire wo. Me wi a na me ne wodi nkomo bi. Give me just some seconds. Me fa audio no na me di ama na yetie na afi yato aye nkomo so. Just give me some Me pacha me bo audio bi di akyerɛ wo. Bo modern tie enkomo no a ekoso no. Na ye wi a ye bedi nkomo. Jemere na tie audio ni mame. Hwade.
Muslims in Ghana are law-abiding citizens, and we believe the Muslims and Christians share common interests, only to realize that some Christians may not have our full interest at heart. The Constitution of Ghana clearly forbids discrimination on any religion, and we are protesting for a just cause, an end to religious discrimination in Ghana's secondary school. Therefore, fellow citizens, we are calling for a better Ghana in which Christians and Muslims are free to practice their religion.
Abusuya, se utie abrantie no mu asemo a, Muslims are law-abiding citizens in Ghana. Muslims are law-abiding citizens in Ghana. Okay? And omone a Christophone, they share common things. But they have later realized, say, ye wo a Christophone bia, womu ni womu kremofone hun do woma kumem. Womu kremofone, woma hun say ye wo Christophone bi o a, womu ni womu hun do woma kumem. Enti womu fre Ghana, ene Ghana mera ne se omo nsori na omo enkasa ema omo. Che? Last week, me kai adiebi. Last week Sunday, me kai enenso mesa kai bio. Before se metua audio we say so no. Me pese me kai sa asem we ede chiro. Okay. Ghana mpanimfuo. Ghana atitirifuo a moti oman Ghana mu. Moma ne hye ma adwene mu say esomo a ye frɛ ne nkremosom omu oman bia mera. This is emra a free Saudi Arabia. Me kan bio. Ghana mpanimfuo, Ghana ahemfo, Ghana ahema, the politicians and the government authorities. Adia was a motion in Swan say, enkremosomo yesomu bia ememu nipa emu o man bia mera wo wiase. This is emra a free Saudi Arabia by. Se wo hunu say womo for so womo ho edi Ghana mera so a because of say they are minority in Ghana. They are pretending to be law-abiding citizens because they are minority. When they are majority, this is what they tell their people. Me kind the actual ye we are ye bet one common so. Jina so na men famam. Hwade wa. Me pacho me kind the actual hwade. Why? Way a question dear. Islam questions and answer. This is Islamic platform. Ewo 138,333 viewers. 138,336 viewers. And asadi anyway. Where Islamic site. Okay. This is an Islamic site. Muslims now busa questions to know how to move with leaders. They don't abide or they don't rule a nation with Islamic law. Okay. And the question in here, is it obligatory to obey a ruler who does not rule according to the book of Allah and the sunnah of his messenger? Blessings and be upon him. Blessings be upon him. Is this obligatory to obey that ruler? Okay. Enti, shadema omu Muslims say was se omo wo okandifuo bi di wo manim na se okandifuo no wonfa wo mo komuhyeni no ene ni nyame no emera nya adwuma ewo se yebu no ana Ghana mpanimfo muntie ansa wo mo scholars no edema wo mo ewo platform no so this is the omo di feed wo mo di feed wo mo mox no ebia na ye kenkai de kire wo no John Mahama wo ye joke me na me ka kire wo John Mahama me say wo ye joke nyabotere na de ye brebre saa na mere bi beduru wankasa wo nua Ibrahim Mahama be makwan am ye bechi wato ye betwa wo me na me ka kire when these Muslims become majority in the nation wo nua Ibrahim Mahama Wabema wo John Mahama are converted to become a Muslim. One accept here, he will allow them to unalive you. Me kana kore di achao ne. Am what you say. Wadwene ne say, mi nia eye kremoni. Mi ankasa mi free kremosumu. Mi free me background eye Muslims. Okay. Aya men kwa na matwe me ho free. So I will do whatever I want. I will do whatever I want to protect them so that they will get more chance. Ewo me ni mu ameka che John Mahama e bia na wa ye wadin se satam ni duru you go back to Islam. Yes. And I know say the main reason why we you hu free nkremosum ni mu na wo be wura Kristo sumo ne say wonim say Kristo for ne do so wo manim na wo be president ye di wonim say nyaade agana fo be wo madwen so wo be to aba de amakremoni da enti once a media si mani si se meba be ye kremoni ni ma mentwe me hu free nkremosum mu ni mu na me nkonko dani Kristo ni to pretend he said ya me ye Kristo ni so that Ghana for be to aba de amame. Okay, enti hwade ma me mfa me nkasa ye na koranto aso nkosi ansa. Entity answer ni imam senedem omu imam senedema omu hwade was it when he knows the ruling of Allah and his messenger, if he is unaware of it, then he does not commit kufr by going against it. Number 2, when what makes him a ruler by some when what makes him rule by something other than what Allah that which Allah has revealed is the belief that it is a ruling that is not suitable for our time and something that else, okay, and something else is more suitable than it and more beneficial for people, okay. And was it in two conditions? In two conditions. Say why you will be our name Allah asem. Na say what think kremosomo no hon popoyeda. Say ni pane yemuno. Okay. Number 2. Say why you will be a Allah na asem no wate pen. Wonimu de ekoso na emo no ne wosusu ne say Allah ne commission ne mera ne nhihye no. Yen time yi no ye de adwuma enye ye because emfete ye ne a. Say ni pane so so no wanya lawful to be obeyed. Entity was it koba ne sa de obey ni. Was it if these two conditions are met, then ruling by something other than which Allah has revealed. Before him mejo so medase bebrebe. Was say by something other than which Allah has revealed constitute kufar, which put a person beyond the pillars of Islam because Allah says interpretation of the meaning. Enti say two conditions where she are not just say the oba be dia de no yobia. Ne mera wodi begu akwemu dia bebu oman no eye emera wodi bebu oman e dia kanipa ahye e wo Allah ne nhyehyeye ho ene na akwan ho. Enti se koba ne sa esanse Allah aka se. Okay, was say Allah says interpretation of the meaning, and those who does not judge by what Allah has revealed, such is a kafirun, that is disbeliever. Surah to Al-Ma'idah 44. The authority of the ruler becomes invalid, and he has no right to be obeyed by people. It becomes obligatory to fight him and remove him from power. It is a kobane sa ohene korono, sa ruler korono. I would di omane ni mono. Why ye na say Allah ene ne komsheni ne mera ne nhyehyɛ ne yensemu hunu enya de se fiti enti yemfa nya adwuma no eba ne sa akwanya anase eye won hyede ma wo mu Muslim se wo mutimi ne sa wahene ne ko na wo mutu no wade so when ade a ye de tetenkremofo. The reason why me starting me teachings we catch them say Muslims are law-abiding citizens. They force themselves to abide by the rules and regulations in the nation when they are minority. When they become majority, the ruling of the country must be automatically or by force. It must be the law from Saudi Arabia. They only respect the laws that come from Saudi Arabia and nothing else. What did they make at all? Now, Muslims say, Wesley Girls School no Emma womo kwan. Na omonfa womo no womo nhyehyeye emmonwura Wesley Girls School mu ho na omonfa nya adwuma. Womo nhyehyeye ne say yebebe school ni bi eye Christopher school de nanso yen no number 1 yen dressing no ye hye hijab. Nti wasama ma ye kwan me ye di hijab ho hye. Number 2 yen yesum ni mo no ya wo dey say ye de fasting time ni duro say ye fasting na mama ye nkwan ne ye fasting na say a Christopher no school ne say wo mo kwan mo nye de a ene ye wo mu kosi Wesley school no wo makosi ne court ma men kan sam nkere mo Muslims before say me de me futu be ma Wesley girls Muslims no mo ni nwu asem meboa enya mo fere ohunu Mani nwasem enya mo fere enti ya na bibi say yi koso na mo ba bonte na mo kasa. Aren't you guys feel ashamed of yourselves? Se mo kasa, aren't you guys feel ashamed of yourselves? Number 1, mo kremofo e mo say obi a was anything other than Allah no wo ye kaflun wo ye disbeliever wo ye bosunsomuni. Enti mo consider a Christopher to be a bosonsomfo because some young crofo wo mo som nipa according to mo se wo mo ya bosonsomfo wo mo som nipa wo mo nsom nyankopon a mo som no enti me bisa mo enye wo ni wo se wo no a wo som nyankopon bi the alleged nyankopon boss on ya sase no wo ni obi a wo som bosom e kokun wo na japade ho enye wo fere wo ho Moni nguana obi a wodo ne som bosom said ya momo kan na wode na bosom som aye ni school ama ni school aye fe na aye akono na wo kramoni no a wo som nyankopon bi a obo so ne asase wo tie kire na wodo na bosom som no wode atete na bosom som na ama na aye fe ama wo kramoni no wo tu minika ma ade na ye ofa mu akodi akire na wo koduru a wo so wo mma kwan na wo fa wo nyamesom betesa wo ma bosom som no Sanka omo de wo nyame so na nka titi school na nka school ni be yefa amo akobi Ghana ye ni Islamic schools wo there was Islamic schools wo I watch this guy your friend say the agent of Islamic slavery you know that is Khalifa me hwe ni video bi a was Ghana ye wo Islamic schools 160 and wo Ghana 160 and according to Khalifa ye wo Ghana enti me bisamu Sebon kremofo na enye agenda bi na mo enye beye bi na yamo enye aburo bi na yamo enye abonsam sam na yamo ena ade a efe eyamo tan a na mo pese ade a efe bi a mo ya de tan se de mo de tan no 160 Islamic schools a wo Ghana no enti adenti na mo ma mo Muslims mo ma no mo kanchira mo se o mo ko school na o mo choose schools a womun choose Islamic schools a wo Ghana no womun forget school bit say St Monica a missionary school bit say Wesley Girls your friends a missionary schools okay school bit say Osei Tutu enya Islamic school bit say your friends a Prempe Carriage enya Islamic school mon kanchira mo man say debi ye no yesomo no we know say eye the pure eno ni somo a edimu wo ala anim aside Islam esom bia ne wo edimu wo ala anim enti ya manemu esense ye pem nkwagye na ye pese mo da chisi mo yi enti mo kona mo ko select school mo select any non Islamic school wo Ghana Okay? Mon selected the Islamic schools na wo Ghana ni mom na mo wie na mo pass school no a computer na putu e de mo akọ na akọ school wo honom na makodi Islamic nhyehyɛ yeso wo ho esense Islamic schools no tan na enye aniwo akọ no Islamic school no bufu na enwunu na tan na nya aniwo akọ no nti mo ankasa mo mpese mo mabekọ bi na emom omo amosi wo mo som Yesu womo ya abosonsomfo no saa nkrofo ni school na womo de womo abosonsom na tete amena ya akono no eno na momo ka che mo mane se womo ko school womo nko chusu na num momo no na bebo wo mabrabo na womo koduru ha mase akoka kire womo se womo no ma momo kwan na momfa momo nyame som no megu womo abosonsom meboa onse mo yare ha ni busa se eya na enye mo fele se o check Islam so no the beginning na start here to the end e ko wie no Islam niema a wode bo so obe claiming say ye ni die bia fra abosonsom mu enti wono no esom no yesom bia ade a wono ne condemn no the condemnation no is because say wo pa ade na gia bosuntia and na wo condemn enti gradually ade na wo se enye no wo beba be bata ho se o perese ne nsabeka ade na wono no se enye no obeba be bata ho a o perese ne nsabeka ne nsaka wi a no wo de ne nsasi ne bo se eye ne dia. One of the example ye Mecca abontene so wo ma bosom da na si wona ye frɛ ne Kaaba no one of the example no abosomfo ne abosomfo na ye wo mo niema e wo dan nim wote dia me ka kire no abosomfo na ye omo niema wo dan nim niema na wo mo ye no wo dan nim nyina ya abosonsom. Everything bia Muslims ye ni nyina is what they omo adoptive fra abosonsom no ho omo wie ye no na Muhammad say edai no ne nyame say eye na ne komhwani bia osoma ni free ewie mu ba asase so a ye fra no Abraham na obewo Isaac ni Ishmael ne ho ahwani wonu osoma ne ma ne besi da nti dan ne ye wonu Muhammad ni nyame ne dia kromfo Muhammad ni ni nyame ne mienu nyina akromfo womo ko klemi ade anye womo dia no womo de ntokwa si womo so en womo koje ade ni free womo nsem womo wie no womo klemi ade ni to be this tan won pese womo ye wo Ghana missionary schools ya wo Ghana mo wa men kan sam nkire mu Muslims ye nkrofobia womo ye pinido Muslims ye nkrofobia womo ye pinido hwe mamu ho kwan e masade ni nsi da e wo my Ghana mu say mo allow myself for Muslims to you know ebe set rules bi dia mamo the Wesley Girls School no a missionary school and those missionaries no Wesley Girls a Methodist secondary school The school was there before say abine den ho ko back the school no. Abine no akotena se ne nkrofo akohemra. Yesi afro obi Haruna Idrisu. Wodo ne ye dey education minister. Mama ni dinan kasangasa no tiase. Yemfe ne Haruna Idrisu, yefre ne Helena Wutiriso. Haruna Wutiriso no wapampa so wo sa Haruna no. Wutiriso no wapampa so nyame be tia wo ka wo sa Haruna Idrisu. Wutiriso no wapampa so. Say Ghana education enya de omo beso so Idrisu your friends Helena Wutiriso ye ni Ghana ena sa Rastafarian assemble wo sa wo na wo fra ho say educational minister wo kwatena se ka say a student must abide by the rules of any school and you are not going to support again say student beko school now one person will be abide by the rules of the schools no one person will be hunu enya wo halu na Idrisu na make his statement satam no na enka wo dai ninti no wuti me make that statement ni free one me say halu na Wutiriso we didn't hear Idrisu Helena Wutiriso sa statement ni timi free one by say won't support two students and say they should go to school and then go against the rules of the school. But a son said a bad said a be peer woo some can ni mono. I have friend Islamono. More agenda wo ba bontene say won so Emma Wesley guess no emfa emra enin kremofo no. They must allow them to wear hijab and then do fasting in the school. Wesley guess no me your friend say schools school for them penny for mama can some chiro munyina mo nan so say mema mon kan tira aban ne say on tumi a on twene ho wonyi ni nsam free school na say mon kan tira Ghana aban say won tumi a wonyi ni nsam free school na say because we betu say school ni wo ho Samo masa kwan we masade we yi adwuma wo school ni mu a enie medical mamo example ekon mo fa so mo wi akaba no ebia na wo mo hya ase no long john me da se ebi no wo mo ye no wo Ghana no wo mo pese mo be wi am school no wo mo ya akromfo Islam wo ye kromfo Muslims are akromfo Muhammad was kromfo Allah was kromfo so the followers are kromfo on pese wo be wi school ntie nie do be ye ni ye pa mo chel what's the guess ye ni mo ni asem a Christopher den kromfo yeti asomdue mu Ghana merama obi akwan ma ne som ye pa mo chaw mo ma ye nkwan afi no wo ma hya ase na wo ma wo mo kwan a hijab no wo mo de ba no wo mo de ba na afi wo hu se ade no aye akwanya bi abeda wo mo a they will push omo ma no not to go to those Islamic schools so because baby aye wo mo de awie no omo nwene ho Islam na agenda no baby aye wo mo de awie no enye ho no wo mo focus baby anya wo mo de no wo mo focus enti wo be push wo mo ma na afi edu so ma be dosun wo mu a wo mo ne mu ebi o ma be ye 50-50 wo school man afi wo mo request for say edru Fridays a mo ma ye nkwan na yenye juma wo school mu ho edru Fridays a mo ma ye kwan na yemfa Quran enye juma wo school mu ho enti wo mo be pushi gradually na wo mo de Islamic rules and regulations edi wura school ni wo mo de wura school man wo mo so ma benya 60-40 wo mo na be 60 na mo ma be 40 then they will start claiming that the school belongs to them. When you Muslims say, oh, Edia Benti, Ena K.I. Hamadia, Ewoho, no one for Momanko. Messibitie, Khalifa, the agent of the slavery, the agent of slavery in Ghana, the Arabian slavery in Ghana, the agent, you know, Khalifa. Mitien was say Muslims in the schools 160 wo Ghana. Answer wo focus was wo. And you are no kra na make kan kaminim say ye wo schools more than 100 e wo Ghana ni nyina Islamic schools you no an kaminim. Among focus was say schools in so because it has become theirs. It belongs to them already. And they will never allow any religion and say any faith to impose their rules and regulations. You must by force automatically practice what they practice. But they will come and then pretending to be you know to be calm, to be lovers, to be peaceful. Now more requested, the more they request, the more they request now more chance no. The more they add up, Yes, Bible said they will fight against you. No matter church say the school belongs to them. They will even tell you, say, they will not allow you to do that your missionaries laws in the school. For example, worship. Omama Kwan. Kwana koken kai Quran Surah 9, ayat number 28. Abira Muhammad, any craze for the court that 10 years treaty do. Muhammad ye pinidu obenya dom wo Mecca no. He sent a strong message to the people in Mecca. Verse number 28, say, the politicians are unclean. The politicians are filthy. So let them not come close to Al-Majid al-Haram after this year. I repeat, Muhammad sende one the command abosonfo Daniel Omodiana, they are in charge of the dino. Muhammad sende one the command almost say, Allah say one country na chidi for one woman say those politicians are unclean people, so they should not allow them to come close to Al-Masjid Al-Haram after that year. And if they fear privation, okay, Allah will find a way to enrich them. Enti, omobeba, na gradually, no omo yamu pinido. Ombenya 50-50 kura hono mo. Satamro and one be shase edi loss be abantu ombenya 60-40. Then they will tell you say the school belongs to them. Omo na do single school mo, so their rules must take over the school. Then they will drag you out from the school. They will use Islamic rules and regulation. Their stupid Sharia law no, to govern the school. The namu school ni yamo diaro. Mo mission no amodi to school no na abaya kwa. And so, sa mission no Muslim say eye mission kan. Mission no Muslim say eye mission fi. Mission a Muslim say eye aboson so mission no. And no na modia titi school na over 100 years. Ama school na ye ni wanyina akono. Ama Muslims na kura no aye wo makono. Ama wo mo ba be wura mo somunimu. Me say the reason why they are pushing their children into the school, they say they want to come and they claim the ownership of the school in the near future. They will claim the ownership of the school because the omo be ye ni. Say DMD ka kan ye no. When womo demande na womo kwan na omo di bia ka ho na wo di aba womo di bia ka ho and so omo be do so school ma omo push omo ma be do so school mu omo be ka che say school ni ye do so enti moma ye nkwan na ye nya juma every Friday. Moma ye nkwan hijab ye de badada, moma ye nkwan fasting ye de badada, but ye say ye nya juma every Friday wo school ni mu. Now the Juma na saka omo. After gradually. Obon say they have become majority over there. Then they will make claims say they be. If we are the majority over there, then we must rule the school. Because according to what we've read already, statement they say, ruler biano on allow. Menfani say, mame kai ni say na menfan chro. Sakwe bi. Radio or say, if these two conditions are met, then ruling by something other than that which Allah has revealed constitute kufar, which put a person beyond the pillars of Islam, because Allah says interpretation of the meaning, and whosoever does not judge by what Allah has revealed, such are the kafirun. Okay, enti momo ye the authority of the schools, the owners of the schools, because of say ombeba be majority of schools and monya dia mobema kwama Allah mera ye adwuma wo school num that then you guys become kafiluns. You became kafilun. Moma the school no enya the whole authority from Islamic covenant there and as a ruling there. Then more the leaders they become kafilun. This is what they are going to do. Listen. Or say, and whosoever does not judge by what Allah has revealed, such a kafirun, that is disbelievers. Surah to Al-Ma'idah, Surah 5, ayat number 4. The authority of the ruler becomes invalid and has no right to be obeyed by the people, and it becomes obligatory to fight him and remove him from the power. Okay? So, when a ruler doesn't rule the people by what Allah has revealed, then that ruler become invalid, and it become obligatory for the Muslims to fight that ruler and remove him from the power. And this majority was school ni mo me say me can't me say mo market men some no American, and someday many of you are going to call me a prophet. Trust me, many of you are going to call me a prophet. Say me sem be American ye be because Islam somono ya train hon semo de atoho e ye somo abotam. Islam somono na chiri ba na ye friend say kwade abodam wa bodam. Islam somono wa bodam won fani pa nya hwe se wonye muslim a won fa mera efri Islam somono mu nya adwuma won fa wonya hwe wa bodam. Enti satamuni no, and it will become an obligatory for the Western leaders the Muslims will fight them and then remove them from the power. Then they will bring their own teachers to govern the school and they will claim the school belongs to them. Muhammad called Kaaba no. Or shall see first year called Kaaba no. Abosomfono were making the circumambulation naked. Muhammad and his people were also circumambulating around the Kaaba naked. The Abosomfono were kissing the Kaaba. Muhammad and his people were kissing the Kaaba. The Abosomfono and his people were bowing down in front of the Kaaba. Muhammad and his people were also bowing down in front of the Kaaba. When Muhammad who said Wabenya upper hand, he makes some rules and regulations against those people now no govern the Kaaba. No? Then it became his. Me say Islamic agenda towards Ghana. Eye adea wamu mission yinane say they want to bring the downfall of the nation. Wamu de development yede. Muslims the development wamu de yede. Muslims development efon wamu hobe. Wamu de development hobe. Wamu de yede. Wamu mfanya she. Enti wameje o man ne mboso na won be develop o man ne mfama. Wo be jo man na boso no be se o man na ma. Wo be hwie mo je agu na dia ma. Wo be sei mo nyina mo fro man mo wi a. Na o man na be ye ne dia. Then the focus akọ another country Islam so no en govern ho no. Na o de ne focus ekọ ho na de wa sei no wo jai de ato ho. Na emmoa ne wo mugum no obon sei o man no. Na ye wo leaders en kwasiafo o man Ghana emu nipa dodo na ye nkwasiafo no wo moyi leaders o ye nkwasiafo adi anim wo man Ghana na leaders nkwasiafo no soso nkwasiasam so say emra me bo man Ghana ye na ya na ya ne say ojimifuo wonnim se wajimi na nyansani di na kire no wo ka chen se wajimi na su nyansa na wanyi ntum se di nyansani ne ka kire ye nyansasem o Jimmy for die onni mu se wo ye Jimmy for na nyansa ni gina che ne wo hu se o Jimmy no ka che nse je Jimmy no ne sua nyansa na onni mu se wo Jimmy nti die nyansa ni ne kan wo hu no se wo ka nyansa sem na dia kire o man Ghana yo man bia emu nipa na Jimmy ne doso nkwasiafo ne se be doso wo manim enti wo bu yi leaders ne dia mayan enkwasiafo wo bu titi se wo bu de na wo mu yi wo mu Mr Bright Medase enkwasiafo ne agimifo na wo mu titi se wo mo no na nkanya nkwasiasem a obi ti se helu na wutiri so ye yi ni se omra meye educational minister wo wo man so helu na wutiri so ni babi ti se helu na wutiri so ye yi ni se omra meye educational minister wo man Ghana na ono helu na wutiri so no what education what they yede Western education is a haram for Muslims. That is why they don't want to abide by the rules and regulations from the Western world. No, the Constitution was made up together with the Ghanaians, with the Western people. So those Constitution, it is a bullshit for the Muslims. Muslims, Now, obia wadoni hunu Western education se eye haram no se nipa ne ye choose to be education minister oh my God was san omam Ghana mine mpanimfo ni nitiri ya mo mano sa schools 160 schools na wo Ghana na mo claim se eye Islamic schools no ye pa mo cha mo mano Wamu control exams and nasi wamu choose schools. Mamu wamonya aware say the Christian school belongs to the Christians. St. Monica, the Wesley Girls and other schools, it belongs to the Christians. So they are governing the school by their Christianity rules and regulations. They are governing the school by the law from the missionaries. They will not accept the fact say you Muslims and school wearing hijab. Wearing of hijab it shouldn't be accepted in any school. I work Ghana, any Islamic school, it shouldn't be accepted. Because the more you give them chance, the more they scatter things. The more you give them chance, the more they demand for more. The more you give them chance, the more they will try to bring confusion wherever they are. tie audios ni bi tie manu nyansi yo nyabotere ne tie hwade wa.
The Methodist people want to open a school, they come to government and they want partnership, they get the assistance, but it doesn't change the Methodist faith. So if you ever want to attend a school with a religious inclination, then you are committed to appreciating the standards that they have set for themselves for the establishment of that school. And that is a non-negotiable issue.
Islamic school, no, that is your friends say me say your friends say Wesley school no missionaries no and be see aban ne de ne nsa akowura ase na wo som said de be ya ebetumi aboa ma wo no nso na ni so ade hunu de about. That doesn't mean say aban should have right to change the mission of the school. Muslims are demanding that. So let's give them the benefit of doubt. Na yen hwase say abosomfo omo school mo ewo Ghana no make school omo mfa doso nto o masene doso omo mfa doso nto o masene omo mfa hire nkika wo mani ase na omo mfa se de ntoto wo kom na omo mfa nko Islamic school se omo be mo omo kwan a Christopher one man no in Islamic schools woman go school with the Bible, woman sheko, woman go school with the Bible, woman go tenasia, woman sunya after school, no, woman shas, woman gather people, no woman your worship. Never said this Muslims is going to allow them to happen in the school. They will not. They will not you to they will not you to they will not allow themselves for you to set a certain rules for them, in which they know say they have their own rules governing them. No, they will not allow yourself when they are majority. They will not do that. There is no Islamic school. What we are saying, wabema bosunsum ni kwen say waba wonfa doson kunasene doso wonfa doson to nasene wonfa hire fa na ni ase na wonfa se de antunukom. Helu na wutiri so kura makwan se saa de ne nkoso wo Ghana. Nanso the same heli na wutiri so we ne say ya mankremofo kwan na omo nkokire wo moyem kom. A school ne say there be o. Ye school man ye so side Jimmy sam ne nkwase asem no so. Ya ma akora ne kwan ma ne meche ne yem kom wo school mu na say wo benya problem wo school mu a ye ho abekire ana. Wo Jimmy na say wo bekire wo yem kom a. Ko Islamic school na kwakire wo yem kom. Tra wo fie na kire wo yem kom. Opa the whole of the month na wo kire wo yem kom a mess school we don't care. Tra wo fie na kire wo yem kom. Emfa wo yem kom ne mess school mu wo yem ma kwan. Helu na wutiri so ni helu na wapampa so say wono ne de won so saade enso wo behwa ma saade na koso wo my Ghana na nsusem helu na wutiri so no wapampa so ne say wo ma a school ni akwara wono ne de rasta eko school a school ne say wo ma kwan ma ne mfa ma ho no wo support to school no koto de ne bodwe ye nyankere de wonko koto de ne bodwe because one de ne ye nkwan ya yawe ye ye nyankere de ye wi age bewu nti wono de wonko aboa rasta ne de na wonya nipa wonfiri Ghana rasta na wonya nipa wonfiri Ghana entuni de eno de heru na wutiri so no wapampa so wo se Ghana for akora ne embai by the law of the schools no wonfa nya aduma Muslims ne de wo de they are above Ghana wo ye above the nation of Ghana. Above the nation of the people of Ghana, they should set their own rules for any school. Me candidate Stone me that say moya mwa bebrebe. Se momu humu ho say mo Muslims no mo humu ho say mo de mo ye superhuman beings. Mo de moye untouchable human beings. Moye nkrophobia. Moye nkrophobia. We say and we do. Nobody at all can cross our lane. We say and we do. We are superhuman beings. The law in every nation must set to fit us. Hey. Every law in every nation must set to fit Muslims. And who are you? Who are you Muslims? You are such a fruit. You are such a fruit from men can say Mamen koka ni twi na hwa me kan brofo na amasere me moye aduaba mofri dua moye aduaba mofri dua bone so na eba enti moduaba ne ban no mo be sei be kum esense Allah na ila ya kromfo na Muhammad ya kromfo na wode ne nkoro no ntete ye na tete mu nti Muhammad ya trofo na Allah ya trofo na omode wo ma tro ntete ye na tete mu na sa nkrofo we se na ba benyini wo mamu ba be ka kire se yema wo mo kwan e wo ye nso hwe ma bodam tie audio no
secondary school ye call assembly Islamic prayer and yeka
is an apama assembly
anopa ya kwa assembly in Islamic prayer
where ti Hamadia where ti Hamadia they are all kasani ko ti Hamadia was school no mo kwa we Christoni o we den wo na ase ye hwan yo wo na ase ufiri antoa mu ensuo antoa mu na opie free by na wabetena asase so na so obekọ ti Hamadia wo koduru a ye ko assembly ye be recite Islamic prayers suratu al-Fatiha wo pe wo beka bi how the old school dia say ye can our Father who art in heaven hello be thy name also the own because we Muslim aboa na Ghana ya wo dia own
Islamic prayer no and anopa no ye recite sallallahu alaihi wasallam amani bi wa beka uti
okay
esa abrani ti Hamadia wo mo mpanimfo no Hazrat wan omba school no mu a ya boaboa ye nyina no say yemra metie wo
Christians, Muslims.
Obia, nebo Friday 12 o'clock. School upon.
Me aside say me ne Islam so mo na nya adwene. Okay. Aside say me ne Islam so mo na nya adwene. Say ye tu Islam so mo na ase Afrigana enka ye Hamadia fo kwan. Na omo na so mo na de enka entena o mani. Because trust me, Hamadias are not different from Christians. Hamadias are not different from Christians. Hamadias are not violent like that Sunni Muslims. Hamadias are not violent like that Sunni Muslims. That Sunni Muslims, they wamo yankrophobia or mabu bodam. Mena me kacho because Muhammad nankasa na adwene chim. Enti wamo dini sunna chibia no wamo adwene chim. Sunna fon ali sunna fon wamo adwene chim se Muhammad. Woman na san kwase asem we ne sam wo asem we se no womo ti wo man Ghana mu womo prehwehwe se nka nya adwuma wo manim womo kora de nko mbenya nka ntokwa mara woko social media womo preach hate woko social media womo preach that hate no womo hwehwe se otan beku omu no opa abusa all the sect no Hamadias no wunya santete ye ne mfiri womo mu da womo nyina ne ye alisunafo Ali sunafo na yes adie no
Enim se binu mo ho mo start say omo esu
edie bentina ti Hamadia eya Islamic school nanso omo ma kwan mo omo nko enye wo makono say omo be mo omo mako sun ali sunafo ne ma omo ma kwan mo omo nko enko ti Hamadia because omo nim say when they go there omo be nya nkyerechire bia efiri Hamadia fo ho ebe mo omo ma na be so soft ebe omo mana be so calm ebe omo mana akame to the level your friend say sooner for no enti ase enti omo makwan de omo chirisa Hamadia for ne tan wo kan Muslims say wo wi ase a omo anko nya Muslims wo ali suna for ni so eye Hamadia for all because wo want to so Muhammad nkwase asem ni Jimmy semo a e course wo wi ase wo mo nso so
Yes, you know how omo bompa kakra e wo school no e stop omo
Honorable Idrisu there enkese se odi na juma to as educational minister ye wo krom ha na ye kwaji obiti ena obeka se wontoreti saade no ese sakola no di school ni mra so eti wase ye wo krom ha na rasta bi ko achimota schools. Yes, say school in pre rasta on pre rasta on this school in so on to me on just school jazz school. Even they will chrome her. added na school for
Nina statement we say nyina no nasa helu na wutiri so no we Ghana education minister no helu na wutiri so no waka hu bi na sa de we sie Rastaman go jai school no akora na yesi won yiniti no wo se won pre obe yiniti no helu na wutiri so say woni school ne mera so enti se won tumi nyi wuti na ko wo betumi ayi wuti ne ko school no adenti na duru Muslim sere ya se yam pre mo mo nkata wo mutiri so de ba de na hye wo mutiri so nti am wo mo nkata muka se meme nyina ne ye dwamanfo te semo muka se meme nyina ne ye 2240 semo amu hunu oba bia na mokote abirem ti madne ne se ye hunu ye yere no mu onim ye manu onim no wo mutiri ho a wo mokote babirem nti ye mo wo monkate wo mutiri ho muka se meme bia ne ye 22 ni ti se de na Muhammad ye 22 ni na wote abontena wo hunu oba ne shape wo ya ne kote birem ya wo kofie kodi ne yere ba bebo ne nkrofo ama ne de nti wo kofie muka se nipa bia ne ye 22 ni ti se mu konheni na ama mo so madan ye 22 fo ni nti mo ma de ye nse obi hu mo ma wo mo kote beberem kasi obia ne din kura toto fefe se de mo komheni Muhammad din kura toto fefe na ama mo nso mo suso nkura toto fefe wadie so no muka se sa na obi ate mebo nti yam pene so ma ye manu mu yi won tiri hu wo school wo ko check de nti a ye ma wo mo kata wo mutiri hu a ye ma wo mo kata wo mutiri hu a Muhammad say obi ne yire no mu udi nkomo na wo mo udi nkomo ni face to face wo ma wo mo ne yire no mo no anko behind a curtain wo ma bibia nsi wo ne yire no mo ntem wo be hu ne yire no mo anim wo mo kon be do no wo mo be ko akochi na di nti ene ye sa na tie de a Allah se wo ma ne yire no mo kata wo mo ho because Muhammad na tono sa na to no a woko wotimi ko hunu ye friend say na doctor san yere no a na kono be wura ni mu a wo se Allah bodamfo na chene de na ma ne se wonware no na nya example emfama Muslims no Allah bodamfo no achi na doctor san yere na de na ma ne se wonware no because Muhammad ye dwamanfo nti se Muhammad ye nya adwaman honhom bi dia ma na doctor san yere no a ye mfa ne ma no na ne dwaman honhom no wonyi mfa ma no Muhammad ye dwamanfo nti ena woko ne yire Hafsa fie na wankoto no wochi Maria butu no so wo ewo Hafsa mpaso na wokoto atopama Hafsa beto ebeto no ewo no so ema sa Maria no wone ne wo ne ba ye fra ne Ibrahim Muhammad dwaman nti a eno nti na madwen se be ma bia dwamanfo no nya sa na ti o be ma bia anye dwamanfo sa o mono Muhammad ne dwaman honhom no de mo a wo begina tum na wo begina nkyereti no honhom ne wo betena enti wo dan dwamanfo
for the Muna rule school for 100 years. I'm a school now attractive because of the rules and regulations in the school. Now yes, only an opebia nipa bako say ono ne ba
Abdul Salam wona na to wate me sankofa me se wona na to yes me sankofa me se wona na to wo ya be ma retaliate ni ahwa de ma yen kan sa mo nkyere mo Ghanaians are not that fools like those Nigerians na wo mo tena ase ma mo ye underground work na mo be do so no a mutimi di nkwase asem wo manim wo no Ghanaians are not like the Sudanese people. Ghanaians are not like Mozambique people. Ghanaians are wiser than Muhammad and his Allah. So we aren't going to sit down and say more be issue Allah ne senseless ni Muhammad senseless ni to asmatian the sensible people no. It is not going to happen. Mo dia boy mema na musimu wo tumi an sam dia musimu nsuro wu. Ghana na akono ye dibida wo. Trabu bia wo ma bia akodanti nsuro. Mo dia mon start mu Jimmy sam no wo Ghana na mo hwe say enipa bi wo ma animu a omo be sori ede asimu so ma munsu mo hu se wo mo Jimmy se dia monsu mo Jimmy no a. Asiafui mo de ye mam kwa ma mu Jimmy wo ma bia mu na yeboa ye mam kwa na mu Jimmy wo ma bia mu mo wase mo free sa mo mpa mo nkanche Allah wo mo wiase foforo bi wo baabi won bo asase foforo bi nto ye wiase ye yeti no won ka mo Muslims nyina fa nkoguso na mo nkotena ho ana mo nkanche Saudi man say omo ma mo citizenship na mo ntumfiri wo man Ghana mo nkotena na Ghana de ye mam kwan ne ye mam kwan chena ye ntena se nhwabo ma mo nkoso won Jimmy wo man nim se beba be de wo man na bo so obese wo man na mayo ye ni ba bia ye tu akoro ene Nigerians na adan ya kontufo na amai bia na wo pese wo nkotena Ghana kwan ye se wo mo ya abedi aboso na nse mi hu me supposed to be assist Fulani for say woman to so here woman citizenship or Ghana and more Fulani for yet
papa no koho ekosesa mra na ewo school ni mu ho no eno na yede bu school for 100 years no nipa ba kosesa no enye possible say aban no ntumi ni asore ni nye school ni mbomu dia monfa missionary schools ni mo back. The missionary schools were even better than today. Monfa missionary school ni mo back. Memeba the catch them say what you Islamic school. And also obi abeka what you Islamic school. Na omo dress ni dia or dresser or show within it one penny. In the baker set here because it is their school, it is their they build the school based on their religion. What I say?
Simple.
Catholic school do what the Catholics do. You see, a 3 BN a chair edition. So, Krum, Mokoto a chair, ne a suit here, Fako, Nakos say a channel, not Tony and new Tini Bayape. What I say? Eternal, Sir Wesley guess, we are behind you people. What I say? Mamus the same, Labia, Mumpe, a cremosum, scrum, cremosum.
Simple as that. Muntimi amonko. Hwe. Me say this issue ba no. And security be a people wo man Ghana mu. Okay. So issue we say ba no. E san say Ghanaians are more focused. Ghanaians are more awakened. Ghanaians are trying to liberate from the danger of this Islamic ideology. No? Ghanaians are now wise. Ghanaians this modern Ghanaians and those olden Ghanaians now sabi omoma kwan ma mo ye de mo pe no ebi ni ho bia usa o hwe what is happening in Sudan, what is happening in Mozambique, what is happening in northern part of Nigeria, what is happening in the other side of Africa no Muslims no say niema on Ghanaians de no media ne ye won bi ye ni mu de yakro. So Ghanaians are now wise and then they are up, which they aren't going to sit down for you Muslims to come and destroy the country for us. Shadi issue we ba ye no and now obi ma me video bi the video was talking about one city bia a one northern part of Ghana your friend Ladbanga or whatever it is say kuro no enipa ewo no almost 5,000 and all of them are Muslims and church is not allowed to be built there. What did you have a kind? Mami kofa video nemra me be ba tie mo nsem no me kofa video na be bo audio ne dia kire tie mo nsem no gina so tie audio no me bo audio ne dia kire e dia kire ye wo krobi wo man Ghana within Oman Ghana ye wo krobi wo ma kro no edoma wo ho nyina ye Muslims and they have set the rules, a limited rules say they will not allow themselves to get churches over there. They will not allow that to happen in that chrono me pacho Ghana by no wonim say chrono ana hello na wutiri so wonim say chrono say wo man Ghana mu ana tie audio no hwe me say Ghana fo munim danger bia ahead of us. Munim the danger ahead of us. You guys are going to see the danger ahead of us. The time you will take me serious to avoid all those things to happen. But if you take Sankofa as a joker, then wait until these Muslims will show them their true colors for you people to see who they are. Audio.
I don't know how long the mosque has been in existence, right? But we are here with a talk that is going to tell us the whole history about this community and this mosque. You're welcome. By the way, my name is Fatal. I'm Babu. Actually, this community, we call it Larabanga. Larabanga simply means small Muslim community. Okay. The population we have, the community will now live 4,000 to 5,000 current that are set. and 100% with all Muslims. So Larabanga is the first Muslim community in northern part of Ghana.
Okay.
So that's why we also have this ancient mosque here.
Okay.
Actually, this mosque we have been seeing today happened to be one of the oldest mosques in Ghana, and at the same time happened to be one of the oldest mosques in West Africa. It was built somewhere around 1421. If you are checking 1421 as of today, this building is 602 years now.
Okay. The Panchabo next is Chrono I existed more than 602 years. Chrono I existed more than 602 years. And we don't have any Christian Ewokronim. Huh? Chrono I existed more than 602 years. Yeni Christo ni womanim. Tiebutayentia. Why?
Actually, the founder who built this mosque, or who settled here first, he was migrated from Southern Arabia.
Okay.
And the town there called Medina.
Okay, I know Medina.
So actually, this man was serving as a church consultant to a certain warrior man known as Smaila Ndora Japa. This Smaila Ndora Japa, he is the king of the Gonjes in northern part of Ghana. So those days, Japa was a great warrior man. He fight a lot of wars against most of the neighbors' countries. And he was fighting these wars to achieve a very big land to settle with his followers. So Japa started fighting.
So me asantini se mi bedin kremosom na china me kase me nananom entokwa wo mo kon eje asanteman asase to ho de maame enti me bo asanteman na ya sase ho ba na maboye na mambra na ya mane ye ho ban na wo se me ye kwase a wo tiri so no wa pampa so wote dia be katiro no wo sanfantini no sa na wo se wo nso bo wa mambra na wa mane ye ho ban because wo nananom wo botaye nti a de asase wakunto kwa benya asase no ede to ho no tie die ntiensa na wo kan let us say nipa na ne botae ne say opese onya baabi a wode ni followers a obenya wo mo ene wo masom wo mo bosom ala na wode wo mo tena. Okay, to us way.
In the next so many communities, it was difficult for him to defeat the communities, most of the communities. So this was someone advised Japa to move to southern part of Mecca. So when he gets to Southern Arabia, he can get someone who can lead him or who can pray for him or who can assist him until he conquer the communities. So luckily enough, when Japa moves to South...
No, these Muslims, they have the Saudi nation in heart. So why they have that Islamic, that Saudi nation in heart? We want to fabricate a story to extend say even land na we this one nipa wo betu me be boa ohene no ma wotu be establish asase no ye nipa wo free Saudi Arabia na okofa nipa no a nipa no betumi abe recite Quran e de adi na tie tumi aboa na ma de wo pe na ye me bisaw Quran e miracle wo ene mo Muslim sana mo start na mo kenkai Quran na ma miracle nya adwuma wo ma brabom enkanye kotu na wasa modi asemo iko mon tena se na mon nyina mon ka mo hunko moko djuma mon recite Quran nanka ensesa ebi emra ya friends say Wesley schools no wo mo ministers no emra wo mutim se de be ya things will change afa de kotu na modi iko won say Allah no we are powerless in the kotu kura wo power che Allah. And if there wasn't if it is not because you Muslims are minority enkanye Allah kura number friend no enkanye ko enkaye war na nkebesi. Because Munim say more serve a powerless God who can't even fight for himself ankasa. Nanka wabe fight the amamu. To us well.
Southern Arabia, this is when he met the founder of this community called Ibrahim. Though Ibrahim, he was Arab, but he was black Arabian. So Japa met Ibrahim in Southern Arabia. He narrated this challenge was difficulties for Ibrahim. But Ibrahim, he agreed in the way that to follow Japa with the Muslim Bible, we call it a Quran. That he will follow him with the booklets and reciting the Quran for him.
Okay.
But before they agreed together in Southern Arabia, they want to start this journey coming down to Ghana here. This is where the founder of this community, Ibrahim, he spoke to the Gonja king that you should make sure that when they start this journey, they'll be having 3 rivers to cross.
By someone to cross the two rivers, that the third one, they say maintain it, their permanent settlement there. So actually when Ibrahim and Jacob they started their journey coming down to Ghana here, they passed through Sudan.
Okay.
So in between Southern Arabia and Sudan, this is where they call the Red Sea, before they cross to Burkina Faso and Mali. So when they're about to branch Ghana here, the first river they cross Ghana here, where we have the river, we call it your White Volta. It's between when you're coming from Tamale to Moli or to Damango. This is where you cross this river, we call it your White Volta, and currently we have a community they call Yape. Actually, this is the first river in Ibrahim, they cross Ghana here. And the final river, they find it difficult to cross Ghana here for the Black Volta. The Black Volta is here between when you're crossing south to the north, and currently we have a community they call Bope. Okay. So the Black Volta and Ibrahim, they find it difficult to cross there until they settle there some time. So this is where the Gonja King Japa, he could not survive from the Black Volta there, he died, leaving Ibrahim alone there. So by that time, too, Ibrahim was too old and so weak, he cannot go back to southern part of Mecca again to settle. So this is where you also make in mind that once his colleague died there, he will no more settle there. Because the land there was already settled blood and polluted. So Ibrahim make in mind that towards the community or the land area here. So he also saying that any land that they get to settle around here, this is where he will spread Islamic religion there. So that's why I said earlier on, Larbanga was 4,000 to 5,000 even currently. And 100% are Muslim. The founder aim of to settle in the land here to spread the Islamic religion.
So the population of Larbanga is
5,000 currently.
And almost like, let's say 99% are Muslims.
Everybody is Muslim, please.
Are there Christians here?
Yes, please. Because we have a health center, like clinic, and we also have a school, like primary school. So most of the teachers have been coming from different areas, and it's allowed to stay. But one thing of fear, we don't have a church.
You don't have a church in this community?
Yes, please.
Only mosques?
Yes, and it's not allowed.
It's not allowed to
build a church.
It's not allowed to build a church in this community. Wow, very, very interesting.
So you can imagine
where you a community within Ghana, a community within a Ghana. Raribanga, a community within a Ghana. Ya hello na utirisu nim se kuro where is still Ghana. Because according to the narrator, and according to whom the guy is one interview, no. Currently, your hospitals also, your schools also, okay, and your one more as doctors, as teachers, our schools where they are Christians, they are allowed to stay in the country, in that city, okay. They will not allow them to build church over there. And this is how you Christoni, na say you say kokochra de wa. Wo be ya u Christo somo ya na wo dem. Ya nyana wa abontene untumi nyana wa public. This is a city, okay, within a country, Ghana. And there are some rules they have set it to go against some people's faith. Hey, me can't somewhere the atlemu. Sankofa me koswa can be a wo. When Muslims become majority in the country Ghana, Ghanaians, you are going to suffer a lot. Ghanaians are going to suffer like they never ever existed they never ever lived in a peaceful country like Ghana before. Trust me. Because these people, Muslims, they are evil to a extent say, once you are not a human, when you Muslim like themselves, they don't see you as human in front of them. Na omo de seka ya to muni matwawuti atwetwa wa peton na mo de aman no ma adi enti kuro ni so ne de esanse wonim se omo yade omo bewu amowa because Allah ni tumi obase omo yade enti ya makwan ma doctors mera ho na emomo no eba mpai bode a ya ma wo kwan emesi wosom enti kuro ne ho no etise Saudi Arabia sese yo Saudi Arabia asase ne ontumi nkosi asor dai wo so wo ye kristoni a ye o kristo som wo fie. Because the mission of the mission of the Okochichiri Kurun say or be settled or now build the Islamic one build the Kurun as Islamic community. And the almost so they have abide by the rules and that regulation say then we will help this our you know our ancestor to accomplish his mission. Ghana ni asantini abua asantini preko mfantini abua mfantini preko awo nananum bi behwi omu moja agui eje Ghana's eje mfanti asase to ho ma wo eje your friends asantema asase to ho ma wo eje bonoma asase to ho ma wo eje dagomba asase to ho ma wo na abuo ni freni wo say wo de wo nananum mission was unnecessary, and you see to it say wo be ko atia wo nananum mission no then wo de Muhammad ene Allah ne nkwase mission no e de abetena wo nananum de so nti wo say dabi ye makwan masade ni nsi because they obedi o mine to ho no they obetichiri kro no say opese kro no ye Islamic nation, so it will be, and we are not going to allow churches to be built there. Hello na wutiri so mesa can be hello na wa pampa so hello na wutiri so educational minister wutiri so no wa pampa so me busa kro when wonim say exist o Ghana na wonim say o ma set this kind of rules no e wo no ma etia so bia na John Mahama wutiri so no wa pampa so woni wa pontis wutiri so no wa pampa so wonim say there is this crown within Ghana ya set this kind of rules na now I could come speech Ghana, we have rules and regulations, our constitution, blah blah blah. So we are not going to see to it say any school biana will you know restrict the wearing of hijab in any school. Don't Mahama me say wutiri so no wa pampa so. Wonim say sadie say kro exist o Ghana meboa. Wonim. Say wonim. You are in favor of your brother. You are governing the nation to favor your family members. Now family members no omon kwana to abadama John Mahama me say wutiri so woni wo helina wo helina tiri so ena ma pampa so e was some statement na mokoma ye no John Mahama ba na nsen ye ya na boom wadi asase koma Muslim say omo ko hajj womo ko akokisi e bo no bosom no Saudi Arabia womo ba bi omo nkotena no womo ntwen say time beso no ye ba befo mako he this year Muslims and Americans are some of the actually this year how many people in the call hajj? How many people in the call hajj? Okay, young fan is a nipa 100 and they call hajj this year. Young fan is I know it's more than 100, but young fan is 100 and they call hajj this year. Nipa ba could be 600 million. I think it's 650 million. 650 million times 100 ubenya say muntu 5 years 6 years in fancy wo na afibia sikafo wo mumu no sika nka wo se wodi tua de ko hajj e ko kisi ala to na wo ko sa ala jonso no ko na Saudi man no on fa sa sika nto momo aboa no afibia nipa 100 mo fa sa sika no momo aboa no 5 years mo nim sika mo benya school be na mo ntime build na nso sansa madwene wo fom na omo madwene wo soro etan mo no e tubufo mo free se wo mo tan mo no nti ye kanya nsasam kire ba mo nte within 5 years mo mo abo ses kana no school be na mo ntimi nsi no Ghana mo nsi school Islamic is money school ni say it belongs to only Muslims. We don't need any other people or any other faith there. Yeah, Muslims, we want our they don't want to set off against the rules and regulations of Islam. And to build this school me see within 5 years. Within 5 years, more than 5 years pe afibia nipa 100 obi antia scafo na omuno. Omo anka afiso a obetumi anya sika akọ ni sikara obenya na wontua 650 million times 100 ye say times 100 mo benya say nanso mateki Saudi nation in heart to extend say ebere so say unua bi da eyare da ho na wo wu a eno ntina sa your friend say oduro Eko meka ba ya wakotena TV station na oke kankwase sama mididi na atam se wajimi no oba ya wakotena se wakosire sika se yemra meboa na amechei yare na yentumi nya sika mfa nkɔhwe amechei aboa wotua 650 million this year na ode call hajj oba na wamfa hweama ala Johnson na osegu bottom na ode betena wotiri so wo my Ghana oba no wanam e na wo ye dawa na wo ha na wakoye dawa kina ye hu se wudina ha ne nyina no ye de wo bedi ntia 650 million ahye ebi na ho biewu enti wo se wo work hard na onya sika na wonya bidisi odwan wo ba ya wo be condemn se amanfo mfa sika mara na monfa nkohwe amache yade odro sa 650 million ka betimi ahwe amache yade nipa 100 no mutia 650 million me say monya within 5 years hospitals schools okay any type of school bi amope bi amobenya hospitals bi amope bi amobenya mon set for mu Muslims and Mosai anase mon timi a hwe ye can be dia kire some part like Ashanti religion okay the western part of Ghana, the eastern part of Ghana, and the southern part of Ghana, okay? Kurobia wasubia no, Kurobia wohobia no, Muslims and mun take over no. We aren't going to allow you guys to take over. Larebanga is a place u view kurono land the nation. Muslims no more the southern, the eastern and the western part of Ghana. Mun tun kota Larebanga. Monko fa kurono na monfa. Na munya ye de ne maye ye ni je ho okay ya na na wo de na mo de ma ye ni je ho. We are happy to live with the Christians than to live with you Muslims, okay? We will be very happy to live with the snakes. When he bites you immediately na ubenya dro dia yeso no ho beton. We don't want to live with the lions. When they bite you or they eat you up. What did they make at one? Yes, I ne our one or more cow. Now one no draw the sauce or betono, etna. Dan say ya no more jata. Muso ye mua, mobile riana matiti ya. Yenya solution be a biono. Yem penisa, ye say, Ghana no, ye was some part of Ghana bit is a Larebanga, Monkona Monquatano, Namuntuna Monquatano. Namonfa Honya Momai. Me de manuasi. Me kopane ne so wo asem bia brabeka na mom se wo ba no free se wo kan Jimmy fo no na wo ba enne no me bai maboa me ho wo de fa ho bra memma wo kwan na ya ye hu bi wo ha nkasa because enne me sheda boa me ho e na me bai before kora se me kopane ne so no me ba ma me fa ayes bi nkire wo ha sei before se me kopane ne so no hwade wo ha Mame hwade wa hase before se me kopa na so ye kan asem bi wo kro ansura 9 ye kan free first verse 5 e de akosi verse number 7 ye wi a ye be sa to so me kan asem bi dia kire where ye aya e ba ya when the Muslims community set a treaty 10 years treaty with the people in Mecca, the disbelievers in Mecca no wa mo set ye no. And emere bi baaye emere baaye no Allah say what the mere ba no wa betwe ne ho woni ne komhweni aba betwe wo mo ho afra abosomfo ne nchen wo bedi ewu Allah be hwase abedi ewu because ohun se wadoso ye hwa de ye kan verse number 5 de akọ wo say abosome konkon ne twam a munkunkum abosomfo no wo ba bia a mo benya won enti se abosome konkon ne twam a abosomfo no munkunkum won baby amubenya omu bia o 28 ni say they should not come too close to al-Masjid al-Haram ya pam wo mo firi ho Allah ne say once am wo nya we say sa after the hajj no etwam a bosome nan na wode ama wo mo no wo mo nante asase no so after that 4 months no a baby obehia bosomfo ni wo mo behia bosomfo ni bia wo mo nkunkum wo mo Allah na e kasa no yento aso Wase munkunkum abosomfo no wo ba bia ara amobenya won na monfa won no mum na monta won so na montena entete won wo tena bia biara mu se wo sakara won adwen na wo frɛ nyame na wo yi saka ene amunyai won efri se Allah ne bonifache hene na one moburuhufo hene enti Allah say wo monkotete wo motete bia biara wo mo chi wo mu a omu miemia wo mo kon wo mo bu wo mo kon no mo kunkum wo mo enti sa wo chi wo bi na se nipa ne ka se masaranda I will be a Muslim there. And you said, Panajino, my name Fanny Hundi, because Wabe accepted the fact that he is going to be a Muslim. He is going to abide by the rules of Muhammad. Munyano. Saying yes, Adia Munkuno. Yantuasu, verse number 6. Verse number 6. Verse number 6. Was say Abosume no be. Say Abosumfo no be hwehwe wo ho ahumabura. Bone ho ban kosi se obete Allah asem. Na fa no koduru nabodruye bia. Ene se nokore woye amanfo a wonim nokore a ewo Islam somunimu. Okay. Enti verse number 5 when say obi mochi sa abosomfo na motete wo munum bi na wagitum se wasaranda ene obe bompa ene wotua zakata ene munyai no na number 6 ndi abeto aso a kire say sa abosomfo ne mu bi mochi wo mu bia. Okay. Ene mo wose de mame nka nie wose se abosomfo ne mu no bi behwehwe wo ho wase de ahobambo a enti ebia me nso be hunu se ba bia ade ne koro no mintumi yenyame ye bekume ya mame abosome nan se me nante asase so ena aside se ya mama abosome nan ye se tete me ba bia be hia bia ye nkume enti sa na te dia mame nko Muhammad nchai na me nko sere ahobambo enti Allah se ene wo bi hunu sa na wo ba wo nche no wo be sere ahobambo wo Muhammad na nkrofo wo dia ene wo nya ndai hwade wase bone ho ban kosi se obete Allah asem enti ekobane sa ene mu Muslim se no mu ne ho ban na momfa Allah asem enkyerɛkyerɛ no kopem se obete Allah asem kopem se Allah asem no be wura ni mu enti mo de Allah asem no mani wie na mu se ba bia mo du no mo convince no dia ene de mo nyanie wase nafa ni koduru na bodua bia ene se nokore woye amanfo a wonim nokore a ewo Islam somunimu enti se koba ne sade a modi Allah asem na wura na wie na mo se waye convince no wabe Muslim no ene mo no ho ban na mo mfa ni koduru ba bia wo kro na won kwatena because na oye obi a na onim Allah asem no se modi Allah asem na tete na wabe hu no munya e no yento aso verse number 7. Verse number 7. Wase ebeye den na abosomfo no anya apam wo Allah ne ne somafo ho. Ha? Ebeye den ebesi den edi ekora na beba. Na ebema abosomfo etumi anya apam ewo Allah ne ne somafo ho. Nanso apam no abera abosomfo ne ba se yedi asomdwe na hia ye. Muhammad onyese bi abosomda na wo ba ho no ye jealous o da bi. Ye nye jealous about abosom da na wo ba ho no oba besom obosom ye nso ya bosom wo da nim ye som nemom de ehia firi won se ye kohia wo abosom da no ho ye behia wo asomdwe man tokwa bi ne ho Muhammad ne konfo Muhammad konfo ne bosom Allah di atom wo masan afede Allah ne konfo ne hunu se wo mabenya apanda wo se edie nie enti abosomfo e kora ne nti na wo munyimi nyana edi enti na ye wo mo adwen se Allah ne komisheni ne wo mo abosomfo no benya apam no aye ka ho asem no e ya asomdwe apam wo se da bi enye possible hwade wo se edie na abosomfo no enye ebeye den na abosomfo no enya apam wo Allah ne somafo ho jese won a mo ne won apam wo nyame dan kronkron no ho no mere a wo bedi no kore amamo biara no monso mu ni ne kore mma won efri se Allah pe won a wo suro nyame som no asem. Okay, enti apam no Muhammad no abe won ne Allah na be yi bia frim ohunu se Muhammad menya the full authority about abosom dahe no enti wode na da asem bia ba se omo a mana wo makọ apam wo abosom dahe no ho that is the those no na omuye in charge of abosom dahe no san krofon de koso ma woni asomdue ne ntena wo montem bet haade She ye kan kodan no hwe de ala kan na me mfa nto aso nkyere hwe ade. Verse number 8 was say ebeye den na apam no atumi agina bere a se wodi moso se wodi moso a wonfa abusua ana apam ho wo mafem wode won ano na agimudie na wona komade empene so na won mudodo no ara ye aboneyefo enti ala no de apo bi se wura nkremofo ni tirim se he mama ka asam nkyere mo mamon ya ma de se mo no makọ apam nti sa o apam no Womon timene mon kwa apam wa abera womon pese mu bedi won so anase se womon di mo so a okay yanhwa de wo se ebeye den na apam no atumi agina bere ase wodi mo so a wonfa abusua ana apam ho wo mo afem me pacha wate ase enti se dosu no a womon di Muhammad ko apam no se omutumi di Muhammad so a wonfa abusua ho wonfa apam ho nanso esanse debia meka ala ya trufu nti before say Muhammad be wura Mecca na woni wo makọ apam ansa na wo mu be wura Mecca no me pa chaw na wo mu no na doso na muslim se na doso na ya abosomfo na doso wo mu di apam no so ni abusua so ana wo ma oni so wo mu di so ala hunu say wo ma be wo no muslim se na be doso ni nti wo di apobi tu wo mu tin se de be ya even wo ma busua kro mbetimi yakunkum wo mo wo se Umane nsha mwadwene apam no wo ntimi ni so wa bara wo mo no ne makọ apam no a wo mu di mo so a wo mo mfa abusua ho ana wo mo mfa apam ho okay yento ankomo no so hwade wa ha verse number 12 wo say se wobu won sidie so wo won apam no achi na woto mo som no ho a ene mone abonia ya fo mpanimfo no onko efri se won nsidie no enya hwe imma won sede wo beje insembone adie me pacho on say from 7 to 8 no wo set rules agu amamo no makokon no what set the leaders no aside verse number 12 no the leaders na beka ho se leaders na kura no se enkrofo ne hyase se wo to mo som no ho a mo ne wo mo kura na leaders na kura no so mo nsa no wo mo nkokon hey me kan de akire mo Ghana man mo sorry Wesley Girls School teachers, the leaders of the school, any Islamic school in the nation Ghana, mon sorry. Mon mama ho kwan emma abino nhihye mara fon fa mama mamu ndiso wo manu because the mara will later chechere mons ebe chechere mo na be bum kom because Muslims no wo busa na wo de ma wo mo a ade chi on bese abusa na wo sa de ama wo de mo ma ne boro so no wo hu se wo ka wo ho a ebe hia wo se wo beba be sere firi wo ho a wo be ka wo ho na wo ka wo ho no wo benya wudi wo so a wo sira wo mfa ma ho. These people are wicked. Thank you. Mamen kopana ene so. Me pamcho before say me kopana ene so no. Okay. Mo ma menya announcement we answer. Next week. From next week going, mean to me my life and opebio. Me bakora na ebi ebeye ewiantem. Because akonto na ye wono ye bepe di ebedi enti se nya di ebedi ehun adwuma na ye e wo se ye dwuma die na ye na ya na bi mu se ya boye mpa na ye wo mu na nkrofo bi tueka ye nya hwe mfiri ba bia o obi antwe obi ama obi akpo me sankofa obi antimi ntome da se me ndi dwuma die na me die obi antimi ntome okay enti dia me ye no eye makoma mu fita enam di dwuma die na me die no. But was me hunu say me wo abusuan so abusuan ne dan me akonto mu na me wo no me wo botae a me wo ha se koba se me nya adwuma bi na me ya was me de enkyerechire ne to nchen na me focus wo adwuma na me ye no so although nya say me my life bi o meba but bia ebe area Sundays no bia ebe area but within Thursdays and Fridays in there meba na nyuma bia say de meba medam ase pane na meba so meba fam one after the other me pese ebe kwa akoye kasa nto aso bebrebe me fam one after the other okay one after the other okay ena me fam yanko one after the other ena me fam sobolom
Sangova
minu abako de
boko obadi nshirawo
medase yeni nkobo
asem de bia wo kan o asem de bia kan na ebobo ba no ensem no na ebobo ba ye di bedi agora na agora edie na sa amadi ane nkremofo school yi a ewo Ghana hoyi especially Asantema mu ho ya asori wo omu school mu ho ana ebi ni tia amas ya asori wo ye acte wontime nye Kristo ho ne Christian ho bibia wo ho omu ankasa na omu di akokot ade na mo mfa nkokot say ya pese Kristo force me bibi wo ho on say doesn't make sense adwene nya adwuma sa adwene ya adwuma wo de no de o mpese obi bebem ma obi de o pese chinchina wo kom no no wo bi da say Methodist na mission school no omo board no nkremo kemoni mrem o mrem no okoye de wo like okọ ha de no okoye wo Methodist for solo amuye
omo pre chance no mo pia omo nkrofo ogun sa na omo tie omo ba pre chance anu omo pre ye hia ye teacherfo afa teacherfo be do so ye teacherfo no ye do so school mu ha student ni do so mo ma ye Friday ni ye juma na afa o ma sha ase me si wo mo be tu Christian mission na free school ni omo be tu o ma tie free school ni omo chance
me unim say even other schools no kura na enye Christians and I say Muslim schools no still omo wo mosque e wo school ni mu but Christians ni churches wo school ni mu na omo na Methodist for no mo so mati omo school wo na wo so no omo ekwo meeting omo ti omo school na ugina han edi enti na mo kwa kwa omo board ho edi enti na mo no mo na go meeting Methodist for asem dia wo kremoni na fa ho bai
e fa ho bai
kwa medi ai
e fa ho bai
Ngofo sankofa that wo mekum ye nyina Satan na ehwa ye be kai se
Samere ni gusu e bo
Satan na ye be
gusu na e ba nanim
Satan na ye be kai se sankofa kan na ye ntie Ngofo e kwade nkomo pa asase kwa okuru nse se nka oton bi ma wo mo asase o pa asase kwa okuru nse se nka oton bi ma na asase
ya semo me pa ucho me pick up ya me ya no one after the other one me pese esube ye dede why
sankofa min kasa pi why ma fancy na obi so mra so di na me kaya tiefo se sankofa ye be kai ne daache me de na me kan no
medase benia medase
e wo betuma fo bi foforo medase sankofa okasa ne ma okasa ne ma sankofa
enye oba na ejije mechira de be ye etina mami utunu no ojije mo chira ha ojije mo chira pa me pa cha brother Charles ye tie wa akasa
good morning sankofa
me pa cha good morning
sankofa
me pa cha good morning pa
yeah
soboro me ya da se why me see why yeah no one thing why me da se brother Charles ye tie o
because if you Ghana Western region
okay
and Zimasa to precise
okay
I say so more but do I friend can green I want some cream for nyina afa
okay
and we is man cream for oma jiho nyina afa che say Christian bia ni ibia chefa bia ho no And so under small community, how much you are. I just said, so Papa call, so Copel Bar, and be anywhere who Christian and any other way apart from Muslim, no, will be any business be out.
San Wamutio, Wamona Wamufa Wadia, Yam Fawamadie, Muslim San Wamutia. Wamu Befa Wadia, Yam Fawamadie. Oh no, enti said the mechanic, Kuro Baba Bedia Boswell. Omu makwan say esum foforo beba be wuram because wo be wuram a wo be preacher be wia o ma de omu ma okwan bet be bia wo no omu be ba be bo wura so omu be preacher be wia ni pe wo kronim sa na omu te ye fa o ma de ye mfa o ma de bet omu no omu wo tumi say omu fa o ma de eno na me san kofa me se me mpene so mo omu fa se suba ne ntena Ghana men omu nye ni panche wo bia
because of the ecosu Nigeria cry I say there no ye mfa to ho Nigeria for bread Muslim for Sano or see the emphato na you can be fast wa ye be handrum yes idea be fires ye never on sana dia fires here because yes omutimi bomodia ebe ye 50% ebe dan ntokwa wa
40% kura ni ye 40 50 na kan wazam 50 dia ni any senka o ma ya de so mutimi nya abotre be nya 50% o ma ni mu ah kaya be boy and seven woman say woman nya 35 40 krana ya wu e wo my Ghana share Islam ja
omo sum no said ye tie no I say ntokwa wom ade omo say wo ntokwa na is ala because we make e kura say omo pray akọ make na say e kire say nkrofo no they will do everything for Allah. Inti na will be to me.
Omo nya me say entokwa. Omo nya me say entokwa kun. What the aya part of omo gidie. Enti
they went to nya nko make
entokwa kun no e ka ala gidie ho.
Aha. Ti they went to nya nko make no. No akontokwa de akọ heaven. On ntokwa no unti oba akọ no de akọ heaven no. And America for no so mo konom so me di akọ then you munya ni tumi ko make and think I want to tumi make so no to kwa no what be ko in heaven you know we mean say ye na
mbo cha sanka wa muslim ka se bi why
me pa cha ye ti o why
okay missing the education minister no onya correct enwa
wo yare
alunya matter this fo yan fa bro yan fa blo from la Ghana no me school manyen na ono mba chemra yenye wa bo na hodam etu trustful wa solo wa bompe da manko wa bompe what want to na what actually show da man woni nyanse dey Saudi Arabia foba ade a request anyi mosque any boho nyanse bi enim any to trust some nyanse bi enim da me wa friend education minister ni miss nyame bot ya ne ka na so beka da papa o ya abuo papa ti da ne maame oben ne maame owon
yemfa ne maame ne nto nche wo ya abuo wo de yemfa
o ya abuo papa ne nim din beka da sika nachi kwase nyama na be che mata this food ada yenye awu na be che ada yenye muslim fu wo so wa huru won turu wa bompa ya eba de papa na we nya firim Muslim for about the papa the way near film. Apart from one pipe, one mark of Saudi Arabia. Da. Share equal a hospital. I want a Bessia no share Bessia, Benin no share Benin. Ghana Muslim food need hospital. What back Christian for hospital? Yem Benin for wash one in Chadama, wash one in Chadama, when you answer. Then, Oba answer the waste your hospital. Yem besia for nurse for doctors for no wash one benin for one quarter size when you answer ade when you man what you to one second share miss na was because Saudi Arabia ne one nko fam one katen na me nyoko elbon komo also go school America e wonde dem nko fo na cause the whole world what wonder why you too trustful shall Saudi Arabia for look America one miss what search when one baby promise when you one die penina wo hwehwakola na yase se bi oni twomnya wo hwe what the cameras hwehwa say what the bibia sha abofra no ho a
God's time patch me but no one is fighting for Baumia here Baumia na kura mi dwana kura che
hey on so for Baumia na sam ya kasa as Baumia
na kura no kura mi dwana kura che John Mahama Ade ase na wo kan de.
Oni sisi enya ba o me hunzi.
Say
Yenja ba o me na asem nyanka eye. Kwasi ampeyin na opeda do na asem ma Wesley girls for wondering. Ado klo ya me yo there. Billboard no Muslim ni so on be the dubi. Abuwa ne ba. Saudi Arabia for what ban what Ghana na what Ghana what son ebe nyanse no won team no dey was school the miss Methodist school no we ni Chengano wa bono wo dem pa ko no de be ni school madam asem no be nya me botu ya ne kaw yempo ye Methodist fo mpo ye nya chance nya fo ye mbompo ko dem school no na we di school ni ba kokot wa bono wo dem papa ye mistress nya me botu ya ne kaw miss na me blame wo no Muhammad na we follow no na loyal to trusam miss me oyo to trusam na mo most of am the case di onechiro miss Iraq mpo wo look America ada wo de
wo ya no me wo ya no me
wo so la sitam dada ma me kan sam nchiro miss Muslim for wo Ghana nya se bia le nyi wo ne tilim de bi wo so la no we for the one now to them kesha ya de kwato wa de na mo kan tasba ma kan tasba sa
Bosta wo nchemu ne ye mienu omo nyansa bia ni wo mutirimo no eya omo ni matwe ni makenkai no wo de onyema wo ni bi kora but ye ma me no ne ye papa no ye nuanom ne ye wofa asefo no a wo ni mu atwere wo ni mu akenkai Quran wo ni mu ni tinnim ne ban wo ni Muhammad su ne ban wo no de ya ne ye bremu wo mo onye ye but the mwa na wo di animu as leaders no wo de wo ye mwa che mwa kora
papa missy education means oya abo de ni den beka da sika na chi na awed wa sama be mfante fo do be wa sama be matters fo wondo wa bono wo dam ya me botu ya ne kaw oni me yanso an kan che so sisi wa mani post be on Saudi Arabia there sisi aga Ghana fo ye school most of for ye school when you special school no when you good teachers omotumi a kire wona ade onya no be church na ade ye nye nya me botu ya ne kaw papa no kwase onya ne bia onya John Mahama na goto no vote ma na enwa wa bono wo dam papa nya me botu ya ne kaw wasola wa bo wona no wa katasba da ma woni mi nyansa de was school what's your hospital ye menyifu wa hwe won ye won twa da ma ye wa fanya wa hwe won ye won twa da ma na won sa yisha woni mi nyansa ne won kasa miss ne Ghana fu Muslim fo ye Muslim fo ne yes ye leka Muslima nkonye de offended besia ko cross behin nanim wo bu adwaman ye ka Muslim fo miss krom wo adwaman na wo ba wo di won wo che no bibia Muslim fo wo ya ko shofo
ya de fapem
wo ye yufo nya me botu yo won ka she nyansa bia ni won tirim e wo nyansa wo mle Christian fo ba mo nyansa won nya kun aboa wonwe won wo kun abo ye tumi hwe adwini fi no won tirim esi sia fo won nyim nyansa wo so wa huru won truma wa won won paibo wa agbo hinala ala no nta won kasa wo chiri won ho won kasa wo chiri won ho adoni won mu se do wo man kan yakwan esikafo mu wo Ghana trailer won okle trailer kas akasin Muslim for dia woni me nyase wo to me esi school shall we no act movie where is school no school na we bu na party the Muslim ni nkan wana Muslim for nkan wana lewe no Muslim ni impepe fu woni me nyansa etutura sam
me pacha me nka no impepe fu me say ba ni sa na say ye di ntafo atem
me gbefu
ye ne Islam so mo ne na anya anti impepe fu de wada wo
me say me gbefu because miss na me kwacha for Methodist me Methodist ni pa wo baptism yo Wesley Methodist sekendi me te da ma say na makoma ye nya ada religion bi anya bia Muslim fo esisia fo akronfo asefo
ye da se me nuaba ye da se baby
okay bye
ye da se Ghana no ye ne na wo se sorry eni kwa say ye tena se because Muslims no mo kasa na wo ye din a me nim krofo yo nti na me dia me ye madwi se mejan omo ye nkrofo bi a se omo kasa na wo ye din omo free se wadimi omo free se usuro wo omo be ye ne mo but omo kasa na wo kasa wo tia wo mo ano wo ho po hwe masa muma ye nya ikura na me pa mo cha mo ama send request ni bia obi abe kasa one after the other Obiabeka Obiabeka sa one after the other. Do the abeseremo. Mempeke wa abotere nkwa be that. User me pa cho meet you.
That is say.
Me pa cho me hu ye pa.
Apere boni bi enu na. In the school be we are meeting on. A Islamic school. Me sharachi girls be 5 anopa we. Na mbuso omo say hijab no mugu no. Compose you na say ubetimi I don't know so daddy. We are Christian compose also there. So when I'm say sir. No say yeah, with me come say. Almost just say
Islamic school.
Yeah.
Na compose you say we are Christian kora wo ba ho no ma wo say wo share hijab no.
Yeah, compose you. I say I'm say master catch say. Also when you go to room do what exactly Romans do. And I'm say wow. And I'm say enti muni misade we nyina na mo so Christian school mo pese mo go hijab e kono afa no mo sere so enti minim adwena e wo mutirim
eye koro no no wo mo pa abo mo ya akoromfo omo pe school na wia san wo mo te omo pe school na wia aha wo mo pe si wo mo wia school nti omo be ye ma ye kwan bi enye se me ye kwan bi enye se wo ma kwan sara no wo ma be mu an wo mo be doso afa no wo mo ne ma be kon abe claim se school ni ye mo de ya that time wo mo benya president bi ti se ba wumia na wo no so ye muslim na wo betimi an support wo agenda wo bon se wo ma gu school no wo mo de Saudi Arabia ken yes ye one of the schools ni bi wo Islamic schools ni bi wo Ghana eye one of the most popular school e wo Ghana eno no eye Saudi Arabia wo ken bi a wo twa mu kuro dini and the school no so okay enko for Jimmy o mo Jimmy
saka fa bincho anu utie ayasem pao ayasem bincho anu we fa ne say we baby am wono on school mahu Islamic school be tena minimum ni nyina no edu Sunday a Christians di pie free school na kwa sorry ni nyina mu no Christians di pie free school na kwa sorry wa bonten but me school am koi say me hu so be pie kwa bonten because a Christian school so but Islamic school minim bia no asori ni school mu
ti omo ma kwa enti wo be kwa asori akoye wa asori wa bonten
asemo enso yes school say no omo school no me sala but be hu Islamic school asori school be hu nyina me ha bi ni maskoya mas mini me friend say inu tia mas inu se kafia mini Islamic na wa mini school be bre ni nyina o be pie we boda we pie we Christian be pie no akwa asori wa bonten
yate ya da
enti sana omo Christians no mum no me yankra bone no no me da kwaso ompana for e wa bra enka asoro school na komya asoro school ma enko bi antimi nya kwan ye dey MP but edu Sunday no mum fa nkra no omo fa ho bi go omo ni say omo ma kwan ma on bie I friend say omo ma kwan ma onya asoro school etu ko ukora say obi kodi ko omo fa ho omo fa wo Christian na wo omo fa ho piero obi kodi omo fa ho but omo twe omo kra no omo say nkwa ni pie
ya da si guest na wo dan ne doso ti ya de kakaka me da si bebri oyin ba
okay
asabana mo kan no education minister no oro na tese Ghana for call demonstration so ko busa no one question pe so obetime hase no wato ho a se obi busa na question anka me pe because o ye real muslim enti no o meka nkire yen say omo muslim no beti ase say omo so schools no ye kobia ye betime abeya asore wo ho ye beba be bompaye wo ho ye beba bebo Yesu din wo ho on kan nkire yen say omo beti ase sa so ti ase sa de a na otimi kan sa kire yen de a ye nso be ma ai omo so position no omo so aye omo asore na abo bi de ompa bia wo wese ho twa ha no keke na fa send ne ma me say o ye muslim ni enti no o meka nkire yen say omo schools no Islamic schools no sisi ni nyina Christopher Kobi makonta bi ko amas Omo man no oye Methodist ni sa. Omo man ye kremoni akosi so wi amas.
Wow.
Omo man ye
Wow.
kremoni of friend nyame oye bibia omo force no man ye. Kosi so
Wow.
wi owie no be call the Methodist.
Wow.
Enti say wo de wo ko obi dia wo say wo pese ye mfa wo nhya wo. Enti education minister na oye kremoni no. O me kan kire yen say Islamic schools ni nyina beti ase ni abeto dan na ase e wo school mu ho. Yesu ye nyame, Yesu oye obem be pene ni aye saa ho de a ye nso de o ka no ye beti ase. Twa ho no na fa send ma o ma me. Me question asem pesa me kan no.
Mate be dase. Na ye dase wo hene ba. Na se enya asem a enka mo pe obi Ghana a mono Islam is Muslim somo no eye ketua bi. Na mo pe obi ama na ye education minister, Muslim who doesn't give a fuck to Western education. Huh? Say education minister. Why Heluna Idriso. Ghana for ankasa munye serious o. Trust me. Munye serious. Opi obi amena di wo mayani mu Muslim na wo medi wo mayani. Muslim. E na wo prese wo mra medi wo mayani. Na wo no a wo nye Muslim nya wa hoto. Okay. Mame nko na me nko fa ofoforo. Okay. Medo beba meba ohene ba. Okay, underscore jina so am say ohene ba pese wo de na asem bi to aso. Mame mfara na onfa na no nsi na afi ye nto aso. Why? Me pamcho mo amo so no me peke mo one after the other why? Me pacho wa. Good morning. Ohene ba for asem ni si na yenko down.
Masem ne say ye president Mahama mi salutuno. Mi bunu pa. Personally, me penasem pa na memo na enya me fe. But personally, or any pa me penasem. But na memo na enya me fe. Enya me fe ni bi e na me kan say, wo ye Kristoni, hwe Kristofo ye dodo e wo omanim. Na wo kofa minister, okofa minister onu ye kremon the minority. A wo ye true asem ka ho. A wo nim omanim say Muslims ni true asem for. Hwe be o mo keka ko say Wesley girls atna o man mu for years are producing nipa bebre a school ni nyasem bia da no ene de ye mpreso na kramofo enko joining penifo na kramofo enko ya sore wo honom na Haruna Idrisu no obepene say ono ni kramodem ho ye mebo Yesu din wo ho ana asem no eha me pa say twa ho no bi osafato
Mate medase underscore me pacha o mute ho man why
Zankofa me bufu efun me nkasa bi nkra asem ni nyina na ohene ba aka na obi mra so nasa
medase Ghana for mama yen sorry o that issue we say bae me nam social media na me hwe some of the Christopher ni bia wo mo kan sem no to justify the Muslims no a me hwe o mu say ya say dia na me hu o mo no me hu o mo nkwane ti say esichire wa fifi mu yidie sopa wom sa na ya na me hu sa nkrofo no me hu Christians na wo mo ya me ye Christo ni de nanso de Wesley gas na ye na nya me we wo mo nkwane kuta wo mo no a eti se esichire aba sa nkrofo no wo mo nkwa kuta wo mo eti se esichire aba okay me pamcho bi mo ba ya che nti wo mo ba ya che na me sesa wo mo wa pamcho wa munya abotre wa se me mfa wa e mane hawo ye da ya wo beba obi abeka sansan na makọ why obi abeka sansan na makọ have fun kwesi me da say have fun me pacha what yen kan okay eduru kofi wususo have fun am say wonte yen kan ti ma yen yini sefo kofi me pacha what yen kan
Sankofa mete won kapa.
Me pacha woko de
Awurade adumo na so.
woko
Okay. Kakra American ne se mete sensem we ba no. Nipa na adwene besi mitrim first Sankofa am so. Ai. Sama Sankofa kan oka no. Ene ebobo ba no. Pinido bench ten. wote so uma mentra wo chen kakra uma mentra wo chen wani beba ho so na wo a wo bench ne wo dia wo da wote fom no wa ono nko a wada bench tententen no so na ade na ye wo dia no da fom yeti ye yesi bi ye kafirifo ene bi ye che nyankopon enko wa wo se nyankopon ma mo so nyankopon ye kafirifo yi edu sum mu ne ye dia ye nkonkum yen edu so wo yare dia ko kafirifo na wa hwew edu so wo pesku akode a wo ko kafirifo edu se wo hia moja ye di moja ne ma wa umusa se moja we ye kafiri moja na se nipa konkro moja woje e ma wo hotaw na ene de kafiri fo school no yemfa ma wo na wo ko hihya wo mara wo ho e busa se ye kotia ma dia be pene so obinya wo na ito ho na tia ma dia obi nko ye evangelism wo obi nko ye asore wo ho mo ye sa sonso no mo ko obi to obi nwura moto ya de obi mbam bi mo de mo ma ye kwan they feel so entitled, which is very bad. Okay, kind of the details. One for first, no, there's will be unsure will be a view. Say, when I ye, no, Munja and Enquisi who Monfan on Tonchancra. See, school no be mosque, community back, or mosque by 1,000 or monkey can boom, a bit to me school. Some started with 3 classes, scribe because so. Emana ye menye Roman be me kwacha de Roman school about 12 ken yesi bibi de Angelus wona wo so wo kira de aduru hen kura wo be German kura na kan Angelus na wie azana mato aso ane menye Roman ni na so menim se be bia makọ kira de na Roman school de duru ha wo be jai na no ma aka de mo kan wo ya wato aso ade ni dun kan mo fo nko aso de monte ase afi na Matthias me kwachira de o presby ye jeja ye ho presby school bi mo makwan mo mugu ma ye fi no eba school kakra no eba 12 no mo besere kwan kosom sa time na menya nkyerɛkyerɛ ya menya ana onya kra onya head mo both 12 no ma besere kwan ekofre nyame no mo kofre mo nyame e bebutime ebusi ho se enkramofo school a akwala betuma akosere kwan se ye convention enti malam
enye convention bo de ka se ye school no ye asoro no ye fast ye se about 12 bi a ye mompa ye na hwe se wo mo be makwan young boss me das se wo be makwan se about 12 mo nko bompa ye nko ye hiri baba wo school mo wa se ye school time se be ye aduma
amomra Ghana wo mra se ye ko school bi a ye pon 2 nkramofo school pon 12 Fridays government ben na wotuma hyehyɛ sa amra na se ye nyan ye mo kwan mo ye de mo pe they didn't do Christo so and then I do other religions so anan kofo we 83 times I say yempene ye be say muntu me nyu Wesley girls any other saint ni religious schools no nyina no untumi a munkosi mudi na monko
temple
ana montena fie na munja sanse hunu na mudi no enye adwuma bio Wesley girls and Methodist for ana abro mu ho asima na ya akono ayefe mo pese mo ko wuram bia go and do as they do Samson na your friend is saying mo schools no hwe shoe Ghana hwehwe shoe na ko do su hum ho a Islamic school bi ho ya hwehwe free apampama kosi na ase hwe de nkwalai e Christopher nkwala aka ho bia ngu ma ya fida na wo hwehwe sa shoe enso opene so address sa for 3 years ko pam so be wi school ada ni do modie so na ye twintwan yanko fa koso ye de wo ye no na da ye be kai wo ye ne ye tie ne de ye adwuma nya minhira wo medase
ye duru when ye duru so be mobile ya che unti me peke wo mo mobile ya che no equity me pa cha ma me mfa Muhammad Isa me wi a okay Muhammad Isa me say want to me anyina so ma me mfa another person okay say equity so went to me anyina so equity or say equity if I'm not mistaken yemfa that is TNG mama hwe se wono betimi afro no man me pa cho ye wa ha ye hu why obi abeka sansa na yapon TN
okay greetings to journalists.
me pa cho ye nti won kan ye o ne wo chiri pa
What I want to say is
Me pacha wone no e wo chire wone ne wo chire your voice is too far. We can't hear you well. Okay.
Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but your voice is too far. Let me bring another person. Eduru hwan so. Akwasi Emmanuel. Akwasi Emmanuel. Okay. Akwasi Emmanuel. Maybe I am a picky. Okay. Domo so me picky will be a. You know Akwasi boko there.
Radiomo Zankova.
Yada oba de
About a moment to say.
Me ho de pa.
That's a pa, Nadia Yano, my bow program. So, 30 upa, I'm a chassis or anamico.
Oh, okay.
Yamin Shira on a Maria way. Wama, Chris, yeah, Chris for the movie or what be any baby or Yoma Bibri, Wana, Cremosumu Wangazama, Yoma Bibri, a woman. Yeah, that's it. Now you movie and Nimba, Crabacum, you know, Hobbit. Wama, son whom Bibri account. Yamin Shira no more holding for some call Juma way home.
Amen.
To touch them as soon chene.
Amen.
Now, Cassa drew actually. One say a Christo for ye bebrinam penocre. Ya, yes, say, ye train a dom aben ye home. By Bible, I can't say, say, was it say, Obi o Jamua? Ye, okay, Judah say, Obi o Jama, yen train on every janum. By Bible, Korea catcher say, so trees any pan every Jama. When say, who in a year as an watch the pan tree done when yes, I'll bet you what to them. Cremofono, Cremoni benwa, or Wadrian or de ben. No fluent channel or qua, or Wadrian or deco. Cremoni sukumu qua. Won't you inquire o Christo yabiao? Na Cremoni ba uskumwa. No, no kitani mna no de breu. Ya kwa sorry ko to collection. Na eri akosi school dan ya magana. Na Cremonia be di ko Christo ni atem say. Wa odnya sika na odi akoma sofo no sofo adi. Na ye bobo ya collection ano di akoti school dan ya. Wosi sa school no ya ma kwan na bra mu bi. Na mo musika na mo organa ha no. Mo di si ayi ya kan say school dan ni bi na efe na mo ko bi anye yana.
Dabi omo de ne yedi kisi bo.
Hey yo, ayi
omo sika yedi kisi bo. Yam fancy school dan.
I am papa. Me hwa motia na di omo chi bebrebe no. Motia na omo somo na omo somo nyame no. Motia na ma omo kwan ma omo fa omo school no. Sika na NC school dan ni bi. Oko president school ahodo a. Obekọ na Cremonite o Cremonfo o a. Omo o masalachi o a. Omo dabi babia omo oyi tamso omo bekọ frɛ nyame. Wonko Cremo school. Enko husa Christo faso dan o ho a. Sunday omo bekọ asori omo nko bida. Upre by force. Di omo ye o ho na esa wo ye. Anti wo ba bekọ sa school na aba no. Oti anye ya baba be duru fie no. No adan Cremoni by force. Oti anye ya oba bekọ aba no nneoma bi a wo pɛ no nkwa na wo ye. Na masa na ye chiri body ye di body ju.
Dabi eh.
Media me mumpa de. Na de me dwene wa me ntiase o. Ase sese no ba bia on pese o mo hye mra ma ye ho. Ye na atu your collection na yasi aso dan. Na yasi school. Sa wo beba bia bra bi. Na sa wo ba na wo de mra kita wo na wo de ba. Ano kura mpo nya me kura me hunu se ye de ntina ye ma o mo sa kwan no. Musu nsimu de. Musu nsimu de. Hwe wo ko primary school no mu a. Primary school ahodo a wo Ghana ha. That so say ye Arabic school a. Obe company Cremofo company for agi school na fa. School no so ntimi nkoso. O mo agi school na fa gidigidi. Na sa school mu nyina ntimi nkoso.
Kwasi omo di ade se no omo di ade anya ni ye o. Sa no omo ti o. Unhwe areas within Ghana Muslims na ade aboso. Omo di a omo say no, omo nye ne ye, omo ye nkrofo, omo nya ade ye, omo say ade. Enti se wade kuta na wade ne som obo. Na uma ho kwa ma Muslims we say omo be di ade na o wora be ho ubenu ho kura say ade ni mpokora na ye wode a. Omo be say na ma. Na omo nkrofo omo development.
Ade na ye no Ghana ha no. Ye de na kakra sa na nyankopo ampata. Na kremoni be president wo Ghana ha. Nigeria kura be. Ade na omo ye na kakra. Ye de na kakra. Na kremofo be nya president dibia o Ghana ha. Nigeria kura be ya maye. Nigeria ebe ye. Me da sa no pai. Udintu aso.
Medas Emmanuel. Yedas. Me pa mo cha oba so a guest ne dos nti obo ne pa na ye ko ye ni pa. Okay, when be na ba so watch Ike nso watch. Me pa mo cha me hu obi a wo list ni so bia me pick obi a me ye no one after the other me sere mo. Me pick wa ma ne nya wo se me mfa obi a be ka sansan no mapon. Ike me pa cho me tie o.
Nyankopon asum di nkan obi biara.
Yeah, Joshua.
That's our family, so Abaso.
Medas.
I think it's a Wesley girls issue, no. One of the most important issues I address.
Yeah.
Now, me a Muslim, what I say. Even though no, I don't agree with the Muslims say, Omobeshe Emra, Ediama Wesley girls for. You can go with a request. Say, if you are sister, Yankola no. Say, that is their school, that is their rules. But say we are changing or fast way and then treating Muslims or holiday. Mimi susu yemono and yet the right thing. Because you call Islamic school ye mean fa and Martin Church say me by a Christianity, you do sabre ya man say. So if it goes against the Islamic constitution, I will school move on more. Definitely, they are not going to abide by that rules nowadays, no.
Sure.
So, fairness, no. I was say they deal with it mutually. I was say a family in our quarter say no more discuss it to find a better solution for the school because a school many sure say a Methodist school I can say Methodist for one I was say about open for all religious and non-religious entities in Inti Mimi susu yemone de kasa na esamoka na school no if there are so many restrictions ema obi ntimi practicing the faith they should just talk about it and then find a solution to it but not in a forced manner. Me can say in so no na o program I would like to advise you say memma kwan ma enkrofo mfa omo bufu omo Islam ho enyusu platform yi enkasa bibia mfa Islam o sa wo Usunya de we Islam, you be an Islam de we Islam. What I say? There will be a befa Quran a bekan be hono. And you follow us in the befa Quran and Pako Kain. In Tibia, they may follow you, they will only listen to you, they will not listen to the Muslims. What I say? So, in my own opinion, no, yes, you are using the platform to say whatever you know about Islam and whatever you know about religion. But, particularly the Okasa is the Okasa. Yeah, Makwama Musemini, Ebabaye, President of Ghana, Ebaye in Nigeria. We have been Muslims and Christians in this country for a very long time. This is not the first time I ever turn as Muslims and Christians. This is not the first time we'll be called Islamic school and we'll be called Christian school. So we shouldn't make it an issue as if say, you will grudge you Ghana as Muslims and Christians we are finding a solution to it. We don't have any grudge to hold.
Okay, me pacho, mami musa a question we. Abra da Rastafarian asemba so e wo Ghana no. Statement ben anase address be na Haruna Idrisu address fa ho.
And they mean to me mano.
Okay.
I don't know. Yes.
Okay, the exact address Haruna Idrisu can say a student must abide by the rules and regulations of a school.
Surely.
Okay, and it say who go school, na say school ne say one Rasta wo ho no mo. Opa ko school no opa amenko. Nansa ya young lady bi nso de ba ya wono nso school ni si won unity. And also the same address na Helena Idris be address here. Okay.
That's exactly the same thing, America.
So until the antia nipa no make that statement is say Muslim obedi Ghana so ye wu nti na me ma sa address no. But eba say Muslims are requesting for yemma Muslims kwa mo wonya fasting e wo Christian school. Yemma mo kwa mo wear hijab wo Christian school no. Enye different from Rasta bi di ni Rasta eco school. Enye different from your friend say obedi ne permit edi eco school. There is no different from it. But eba omo a non-Muslims, you know. Helena Idrisu Soliko Dina school nechi. A supporter said they should not allow this case to come with what they don't want. But eba say Muslims say the eba Helena Idrisu no ye Muslim no. Wabe baki Muslims say your friend say school no entime enka say wamo ma Muslims ne kwan wamo fa that wearing of hijab ni ade ne school. Maybe so. Do you think Sekoba say yenya president to be as a president or ye Muslim one? Is it going to favor Ghana nation? That's a big favor Islam.
Okay, fairly no. In the first place, Haruna Idrisu as a minister no, or the opinion, and his opinion does not constitute the opinion of Muslims. They also say no. Even though so Muslims, some say me na nya adwen so obi say on shambra and finding ko obi school mu. Some me Muslim, all right. And there are so many Muslims are say this is not right. They have their school and have their rules. So Haruna Idrisu being the minister, yes, or a minister, but the opinion no in my Islam. What I say? You say a leader of Muslims. But
the opinion no my Islam.
No, this is the wrong aspect of it. I make say the opinion in Islam. He is using na the opinion as Haruna Idrisu tie. And
according to Surah to Al-Ma'idah, okay. Ayat number 44.
Okay.
It's stated say anyone who does not judge by the law of Allah and His Messenger, that person is a kafirun. Okay.
Okay. So
when it of hijab, it is a law that came from Allah and His Messenger, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And he said, Haruna Idrisu echo against here. Will Haruna Idrisu become a kafirun or he will not become a kafirun?
No, he will not become a kafir. Listen, my memo clear definition of the Quran as mana wakano. What's the Quran by purposely the instructions of the Quran is purposely for those people who have accepted the message. So we refuse to message and Yakopon say yes, definitely you have your punishment. But the instruction of hijab is for Muslims. Okay, so Haruna Idrisu is only fighting as a Muslim for those Muslim girls.
Okay, that's it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Tiena Mecha say, on only opinion I was a hijab issue no yeah, on only opinion opinion of Haruna Idrisu, not Haruna of Nese Quran no tie Quran no en state by Bia say. So we'll go into the non-Christian environment here. You will by force say or say we as a Muslim no, because we have a mention Quran kakra mention ade abo e fa ne preko e chiwade o Islam yes sir as Yakopon says say woko baabi na say ahokyera ba na if that is the only means of survival there I will say we di preko no now we survive one day and survive why boni na say we boni ma wa kun it's as if say we no wa kun.
Do you know why? It's because maybe our copy. You Muslims are minority over there. When Muslims are majority over there,
very well. And anything I mentioned say in Islamic knowledge, you know, you cannot force the Western girls to some Muslims, you know, and veil. It's as a Muslim.
But what I'm trying to say is, Haruna Idrisu being a Muslim, you know, he is right because he want to, you know, he don't want to be called a kafirun because Quran say the Muslims should allow their women to lower their gaze. Okay.
Where you are getting it wrong is that Haruna Idrisu, the constitution of Ghana is not Quran and Sharia and Sharia constitution.
But when you say Muslims doesn't care When it comes to say, I was a Muslim enante, he or she is always looking for a law coming from Islamic background. So living in a nation, we have a law like Western your friends say Western law governing us in the Quran. And yes, something Muslims don't buy that idea, but because they are minority, they don't have a choice. They need to they need to abide with that law. But when they become majority, all those laws are going to drop out from the country.
They say a majority, no. The constitution of Ghana still holds. So how do I do so? And make it opinion be and suggestion be. They could hear Ghana constitution. They could hear Wesley gets their constitution. They can still send it to court because the court there, no, and young Muslims ne really or my as a constitution. Say,
when the president in power, I support the idea. No?
Then the president, is he a Muslim or not?
The president is not a Muslim, but the president is from his background is Muslims.
Yeah, and
okay.
Background Christian.
Okay.
It doesn't mean say me no me ideas are Christian ideas.
Mami can't say your ideas can never be your ideas can never be a Christian's idea, because the Quran says, according to Quran Surah 9, 23 to 24 says, if your fathers, your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, okay, your friends, even your wife and children, if they prefer 23 say if they prefer disbelief other than believing, don't be allied with them. 24 Bekato say if those people are more worthy than Allah, they are more worthy to you than Allah and his messenger, then wait until Allah prescribe his punishment on you. Okay? And you being a Muslim, wouldn't you say if your parents, if your sisters, your brothers, even your own kids, they prefer disbelief other than believing, you don't care about them. You just move on and go. You don't need to any concern or more background to correct here. Okay.
So intimate friend and many being your damn for. It doesn't mean say hate the person. So Sango for me who have no because I know when you're madam for. That's all time now.
Dabi maybe I mean to maintain it, baby.
Very well. Only being your damn for. I don't just say well with my class, a class of 20, and if 20 never.
What me no mammy now I want to mean young.
Yes, of course, many people. It doesn't mean you're Muslim or not. Many people they are not close to their parents.
It's maybe what they mommy were issues. Okay. Thank you. But when there so many culture will say because of one someone who are joining into, don't be intimate with your mother. Don't be intimate with your father, your brothers, because they prefer disbelieving other than believing.
Yes, it's the same thing that Jesus Christ can say. One say, "Oh, my and when you are more no say me, my meaning the OT massam." I mean, it doesn't mean so disrespecting mommy.
Thank you.
So this is what I'm saying. When we're talking about belief, it doesn't mean say you are allied with a believer in order for the believer to encourage you in believing and doing righteousness. What I say? So maybe before I'm for us, a football fan. Automatically, about to check football, you no money about football. The same way I say, Yakupon advice me say. Me no Muslim munya down for. I mean, omo Muslims down for. It only means say.
So identity now say hello na ni opinion nasa ma okayen is his own opinion, because in Islam oba e wase wo hijab. Okay. Enti Helena Idrisu has as a Muslim no what twetwe sam kwara no e de o makọ Islam sum no on pese o mo be firim. Edunti na wo bo wearing of hijab no ho banti so be ka say his own opinion, but in your opinion about Islam, then you are also lying. You are just making things up here.
No, I'm not. I'm making things up.
Okay, go anymore. Now there. What therefore I no senior coffee before.
Very well. The entire me making things up and say Islam no what say. But Islam is practicable. No. Islam says so be a bonny influence. Obi say. Punishment no but we don't practice it in Ghana because Ghana is a Christian country and the laws over there is not a Sharia law. But when you go to the Arab country where the Sharia is being used, they will met out those punishments on you. So when you now met out punishment exactly as the Quran prescribes. And I make sure I say the Constitution of Ghana and the Constitution of Wesley Girls, whatever, no, if it does not allow someone to wear a veil, you have a passport picture. ucha passport picture say men share space men go veil men say it because you Muslim to me they go veil na no the requirement says say men ye. So if say who Muslim if you are not in authority over there say obey say the man there then you don't force it on the people. This is what I'm saying. Said Islam does not allow you to force your religion on someone. La ikraha fi din. There is no compulsion in the religion.
But your first work Quran so I can say if someone prefer disbelieving other than believing, don't be allied with the person. Your verse work Quran anymore I say the only allow nini komishenini emfa ade a ye chiwade won krebo so ni mu nya chiwade ne san krofo no wo monko e wo ho sa
no Sabes na no hwe tie
e won nchiremu
no the best nchiremu best dey won nchiremu
okay what yeah na yamfa will be ho for why.
Yes, I think I will be very happy. So next time, no, Obama me konya na me no Yakob Quran verses. Me who say utai Quran.
If you wish, after the program, no, send them message to inbox. Now me no on fix it. They are a bebo me no me no nyina. Maybe the okasa o person on me program. I will not insist them in yet. Okay, because no kura na ye pese many pe hunu. Se wo no kura bi more than the American one. Me no Quran, I will be proud to follow the religion. Say ultimate mami hunu say Islam so na ya no Quran. Me ni problem bi all right.
Yeah, nti me da se pass o mama sa konya no.
Me so me that.
The advice of the Muslims ni nyina ne say the mo kan e better say omo be rise up no omo sisi schools am susu say be bo omo ma no. E very sensible enough. It need to be because as me all time wo. Una say wo pese wo ba we hijab wo say build the school a be makola no ayesa na ema no na watimi anya wo fa hodi na kwara nso anya ne nim de say de wo pe no nti wo mfa ba enko obunso ni fie na wo kan chane say ma ne ngunsa what I say nti this is something I was say